I should probably listen to this first, but I'm not gonna.
You said take our country back from who? The people standing next to you. America first became a wall while freedom's promise shrank for all. Fight, fight, fight became your creed. Anger watered every seed. You called it love beneath the stars. You know who you are. You wrapped yourself inside the flag, but left its principles behind. You chased the slogan through the smoke and left the better parts behind. When the shouting finally fades away and history writes what we became, will you still stand proud over what you chose or hide behind another name? You know who you are, you know what you knew. America is ashamed of you.
It's so crazy. What is wrong with people in AI? You guys are weird. As somebody who painted for a lot of my life, hold on. CT just posted this in Discord last night. Someone playing it.
Finally fades away and history writes what we became. Will you still stand proud of what you chose or hide behind another name? You know who you are, you know what you knew. America is ashamed of you. This country's bigger than one man, bigger than one chant, bigger than one flag held high. The promise lives when people try. Truth outlasts the loudest voice. Freedom still demands a choice. The chants grow quiet, the years roll through. Only our actions remain in view. No slogan can rewrite what's true. You know who you are, you know who you are.
I do have to say, if you're still here.
Yeah, I'm here. No, I'm here.
No,
I just need to pick up.
Mohammed. Someone in the comments bitching about AI. I do not have copyright to play other music, normal music, as you might put it. So I do have copyright capabilities to play this music. So I'm going to play that so that I don't get in trouble for playing somebody else's copyrighted music.
That's fair. And if he has any music that he wants to play of his own, like that he's created, I would implore that.
Yeah. So what's going on, CS?
Well, alright, here's my plight. I'm a little hungover. But the Scottish have taken over Boston. And my friends are going into Boston today. And the United States plays at 3. So they're going to go to watch the United States game, and then Scotland plays at 3. the stadium where they'll play that's called Boston is Gillette, so it's where the Patriots play, and it's about like 45 minutes outside of Boston. But it's going to be amazing to be there. Now, do I figure out public transportation to a bus because I can't operate my own vehicle right now? I think. Or I don't want to, and then I won't be able to post. But
Are you talking about today?
Yeah, today. They're going right now. They're already there.
Oh, and you're going too.
I don't know. I don't know if I should. I feel like this is maybe a bad idea if I leave my home in such a state.
It's a soccer game?
Dude, it is the soccer games. I sent you the videos. Did you watch any of the videos?
I'm not watching that shit.
Go fuck yourself, man. They're literally saying that this is the best PR tour that America's ever had. Like, I think it's Kansas accepted a team that's like, there's a small town. I think it's Kansas.
There's a small town in Kansas, really? No.
Yeah, that the Algeria team has like held their base camp in, and it's so adorable. The entire town is like taking on like all of the Algeria jerseys. Like, they've welcomed them. They're like, these people are so nice. And then the Algerians are like, oh my god, we never knew Americans were nice people. We thought there was going to be guns in the streets. Like, we thought that this was like a cesspool of awful people. And like, this is insane. And then there's another town in Boston, which is where the Scots are. So first of all, when all the Scots came on, like, there was 3 flights where they came over on for like the original games, because they're staying, like, their group games, their first ones are in Boston. They drank out all of the beer.
Telling me that you're lying.
No, Hugo, you have no idea. I've watched every fucking game. I've watched every game since 2010. So come at me. Don't come at me. That's gross.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, calm down! Calm down! Just kidding. But anyways, no, so there's another town in Boston where the Scottish have been playing here. So the Scots drank all of the beer on the plane. They had to switch over to wine because the Scots drank all of the beer on 3 different flights that were coming over to Boston. And then they've run out of beer in Boston. Like, they're begging Sam Adams to send more beer to Boston because the Scots are just like drinking their way through Boston. They've learned all the Boston songs. They've learned Sweet Caroline. They've like just totally taken over the city, and everyone loves them. And then there was this guy who, like, right outside of Boston, so in the neighboring towns, he woke up at 6 a.m. to bagpipes, and like they've just been playing bagpipes like ad nauseum. And he was like, instead of getting mad, like, I just walked over there. They're now fucking best friends. They had this whole cookout. They had this whole thing. It went viral, and they gave him tickets to the game. So, like, it's just this whole thing. Like, a lot of people are seeing that America is not like what our politicians are telling them that it is, or their politicians even. And I don't know, it's such a beautiful thing that's happening. I'm so proud.
Okay.
And I know you don't care.
Did you buy tickets for the game? Yeah, that was a big long story for no reason. Do you have tickets?
Fuck
for
right
the game?
off. It was a huge reason, and no. And no, I didn't buy tickets because they're $1,000 a ticket. And
so what are you doing? You just wait. Hold on. So you're just going down there to what? Bar hop?
Pretty much.
Oh.
But the people that I'm going with don't drink, so.
Oh. Yeah, then I wouldn't go, but that's just me. But then I don't care about soccer, so.
Yeah, but it's going to be so fun. This is a once in a, like, alright, so the last time was 1994, I believe.
Okay, then just go. I don't care.
I know, but I need public transportation. Come pick me up.
You have Uber.
I have to get an Uber or a bus.
Oh, you don't want to ride a bus. That's so proletariat of you. There's no way you want to be on a bus.
Dude. I would totally take. Let me figure out this bus schedule. I may fucking go. I'm gonna actually text someone. I'm gonna teacup while I text someone who I know is down there. So
No, you're not. Don't teacup. Then the whole room's gonna go silent because it's just you and I.
Alright. Well.
Among Us. Who the fuck plays Among Us? That's a child's game.
Among Us? Well, no. I mean, it's a great show. And if you haven't watched, okay.
It's
Big
a
Red
show?
Flag.
What do you mean it's
Yes,
a
Big
show?
Red- Among Us, of course. Yes, Among
It's
Us.
like it's traders. The traders.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
It is a
I
child
think-
show, but Among Us is the traders.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you, Al Predictor.
And I think UNCS and the mods. I'm not saying I want to play. I'm just saying you guys will be fun playing it.
No.
We did actually play. Hold on, I'm gonna try to find the picture because it was hilarious when we played. We did a group picture. Oh, Mojo, that was when you got stuck in the waiting room. Do you remember?
I'm okay with that. I don't need group pictures.
No, we all did an Among Us shot. Oh, it's gonna
Awesome.
make me sad if I show it.
And I feel like you're a good liar, Mr. Mojo. Respectfully. I feel like
Why?
you do good at the game.
No.
El Predictor, are you watching soccer games?
Absolutely. I'm loving it.
All right, who are you rooting for?
I love USA, America first, and then England, then Spain, and then
Do you
any
know-
Latin American country.
Do you know that there's a chance that on July 4th, England, if all worlds align, England could play America on July 4th?
If that's true, those English people, I know they've been having a good time celebrating our culture, but they better be careful if that's the case, because there's not going to be no respect on that day.
Right, like what do you think the significance would be?
Just like what happened in the White House event. I feel like everyone's going to go crazy. Just like the Knicks, everyone's going to be united.
No. This is wow. Baby girl. I'm sorry, I used a pet name. Time out for me. But El Predictor, no. The significance of England playing the US on July 4th.
Yeah, we're going to win.
All right, but what would be the significance there?
The history, especially on July 4th, our Independence Day,
Right, from whom?
from the British.
Yes. See why that's
Yes.
important?
Yeah, that's why. The Irish will be on our side. Everyone will be on our side that day.
The Irish, I mean, it
They hate
depends
England.
on. That's not true.
Okay.
I'm Irish, and that's like not exactly true.
Who y'all going for in the World Cup?
I mean, obviously, like if US could make it anywhere, but I don't think they're going to make it out of the elimination rounds. But if I love France, France looked really good. I love Mbappe. But obviously,
well-
this is it is. It sounds like that. But this is Messi's last World Cup. This is, and they won last cup.
Nah, he still got one more in him.
No, this is going to be his last. He's even said it. This is Ronaldo's last cup as well. But Portugal looked like shit when they played.
Yeah, their ass.
I don't know if anyone is as into this as I am, but honestly, like, you guys, it is.
I mean, you know how everyone hates America, blah blah blah. Don't you kind of aren't you happy that they're celebrating, like they're enjoying themselves here? Like, do you not see the Scottish people in Boston, or the people who travel to Kansas City? Like, they're really enjoying themselves here in America, and I think that's just beautiful. I don't know. I feel like you guys need to maybe see that as well.
Did you not hear what I was just saying before? I'm trying to find a train into Boston right now because Scotland's playing at 6 o'clock. And
Where is everybody? Can you all keep tapping the screen? Show the live up. Wait, I should probably do that.
Oh yeah, let me do that right now.
Thank you, El Predictor.
Yeah, I probably should too.
I'm not gonna call it a grift, but do you guys like that the Republicans are kind of calling out Israel now, especially with JD Vance?
I hope so. I hope that's
What
what
are
they're
they
doing.
saying?
So like
JD
you'll respect them if sorry.
JD Vance canceled his trip to Switzerland to sign the deal or to negotiate the deal. And Iran is pulling out because because Israel is still attacking Lebanon. I saw a headline as soon as I logged
They
in the
agreed to a
news.
ceasefire
Wow.
like an hour ago.
If Israel continues, I doubt that's gonna continue. Wait, what is today? What's the day? Friday. Something bad's gonna happen today so that they can short some stocks or some shit like that. I don't know. Right? Hello?
Hi.
Where'd everybody go? Everybody.
I don't know what's happening. This is very strange. Are you like
I
shadow
told you.
banned or something?
I don't know.
You know it's bad if I'm here.
I don't know. I could be. I could be just because I'm playing the game. Honestly,
I honestly think
I think it puts me in a different category. When you look at the gifts, are there a lot of like video game gifts in there?
Let me look. 1 second. No, not particularly.
Okay.
Well, yeah, actually,
There's
there's
like
a gamer pad.
Yeah, I saw the gamer pad.
yeah.
I've gotten that a couple times, but I remember when this happened before. When this happened before, like my whole gift gallery switched over to gamer shit. Their AI sucks. They don't care if you're running a debate panel. As long as you got a video game on, they're going to stick you in the video game category, I think. I am set up for chat and interview, but I don't know.
All right, give me 1 second. El Predictor, tell Mojo why he's ignorant to world culture and it now being focused on the World Cup and how it's bringing America together. I'll be right back.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Ginger.
Mr. Mojo.
Fuck off.
Come on, man. You gotta listen.
Okay.
You gotta be in the spirit, all right?
Spirit of what?
I feel like, don't you want to like laugh one time, smile? You get what I'm saying? Like, get some little chorusol on you. Just
chorusol.
Yeah, that one. Get yourself a US kit, all right? I'll even send you one. Okay, and then just celebrate America, man. Like, just it's uniting everyone. Everyone's from different countries just celebrating. There's like it feels peaceful.
Okay. That's
FIFA
nice.
is doing what politicians wish they can do, man. So if you can just please give it a chance, because you're part of the movement.
This is the bread and circuses that I talk about.
So you will say that about the UFC event?
I would say that about any sporting event, but especially UFC events.
No. If we're going to talk about soccer, I'm sorry, I left for 1 second. But, like, no, Mojo.
You can leave again.
Do you realize... I'm sorry. You can tell me to calm down.
I'm just kidding.
I'm back, but I don't think you understand the implications of what's happening around the world.
I do. I don't think you understand the implications. So the governments are doing what they're doing right now, and we're all paying attention to soccer. So the governments can do what they want to do, and nobody's fucking paying attention to them. Nobody gives a shit because we care about soccer.
No. That is spoken like a fucking bourgeoisie. So what's happening?
No, it's not. It's spoken like a. It's spoken like a.
Listen.
It's spoken.
No.
It's spoken like a parent. So when your kid is crying, you give them a pacifier, and then they stop crying. Well, when the kids in the United States are crying, the kids in Iran are crying, and the kids in Great Britain are crying, and the kids all over the world are crying, the governments just gave them a fucking pacifier by putting out FIFA.
No, what's happening is our government is saying one thing. The people of the world are coming to our country, and they're experiencing something different. And they're like, we've been lied to by our parents. They've told us a lie.
And then they stuck a pacifier in your mouth.
Listen. No. It's not a pacifier. It is a unifier. It is something that, like, the world is coming around.
Okay, fine. You're all sharing the same pacifier. Whatever. You're passing it around. All the germs and everything.
4 years. It's not a pacifier.
Oh my god, Mr. Wednesday said I could be Aunt Marianne's. What is Aunt Marianne's? I'm Googling it right now. What is that? No, Mojo. You just don't get it. And I'm so sorry, but like the rest of the world, and if you would have watched the videos that I've sent you...
You're just trying to propagandize me right now. What the fuck?
I'm not propagandizing anyone. I'm telling you, the proletariats are all fucking coming together to one place to say, this looks really fucking cool. We want to root for, like, our patriotism. And whether it's Iran,
you're not rooting for patriotism. You're not rooting for patriotism. You are rooting for people that are making a shit ton more money than you will ever make in your entire fucking lifetime, and putting them up as these fucking heroes that when they're not, and allowing politicians to do whatever the fuck they want to do in the meantime.
No. It is beyond that. Okay, all right, hold on. Let me ask you this. So a grain of sand, does that make a beach? So when one person does that, so when one person roots for their team, and then you see that happening over a collective, that brings some sort of, like, bigger picture into focus and says...
So like a whole beach?
Yes. And
then that beach ends up being all stuck up your ass because you sat on the beach too long? So they just like, that sand just crawls right up your ass?
That's your issue. That's a whole different story. I'm sorry, you're wearing the wrong shorts. But that's on you.
It gets everywhere.
And like, if we're gonna bring this into like the full spectrum, you're wearing the wrong shorts on all of this. Because seriously, what's happening across the United States is people in different countries, and you should be proud of this because I know you love the United States. People from all different countries are coming here, and they're saying, we were lied to about like what America is. I didn't even see a single gun, and I thought that there was just guns everywhere, guns in the streets, guns just killing everybody left and right. And now we see America is beautiful. They're going into Walmart, Costco, and they're being like, oh my god, like we thought that this was just like some weird stuff, but like I can buy things here, like I can actually afford them. Whether or not you believe like Walmart or Costco like are good companies, they're discovering things in America that they never knew about. And this is going across so many different countries, and you're being really antithetical to it.
To add to that, it fuels people. Like, I've never seen so much people alive or so much people trying to wear their nationality. It just gives people energy. So, Mr. Mojo, I'm not gonna lie, you need to smoke a wacky tobacco and at least try one game, man. Like,
Dude,
I'm gonna see the schedule coming up and recommend you a good game.
We got US, and then we got Scott. We got the Scott. I think it's versus Cutter, but no, maybe not. That was last night.
It would be crazy if it does become July 4th, England versus America. That would be the nuttiest one. That would be so...
I will be so fucking mad if Mojo doesn't watch that. I will unalive him.
It will be...
No, Mojo's doing a watch party.
Like, it does come to that point. That would be like the exact 250th anniversary of us being like, what's good?
Fuck that. I'll do a watch party. El Predictor.
Yeah.
I'll stomp on Mojo on that.
Yeah, no. That would be like, that's how we have to do it, dude. All day. As Americans. Sorry. We have to do it.
I don't know, though. You want to know what's sad, though, Dr. Lethal's England's probably gonna wipe the floor.
It's possible.
Honest.
Honestly, no,
It's not possible. It's probably.
Nope.
Stop.
They choke all the time.
No, they don't.
No,
Yes, they do.
They're gonna get actually play. We gave them the stadium. Just let them beast them. No, they're amazing. Either way, it was fun to have everybody here. That's how I feel, you know. Everybody's here, having a good time. That's what I care about, you know.
Everyone's appreciating our stadiums and all that. Like, they're appreciating our NFL stadiums.
We're bringing everybody together. That's what I'm happy about, bro. Everybody's like, yo, what's up? Like, hey, what's up? You know, that's what we want to be about. Like, this is our cultures all together, dude. Like, even at this point, like, we're Europe, everybody. This is our ethnicity in ways. Compared
How
to
are you
everybody.
so drunk so early? What the fuck?
Because
Wait,
World
what's wrong with
Cup,
that?
it's World Cup. Like, listen, World Cup season is like airport rules. You can drink whenever the fuck you want,
Yeah.
especially on a U.S. day.
It's 11 o'clock, bro.
Yeah, you haven't even had lunch yet. And you're fucking drunk already.
Actually,
Must have get a Bud Light, actually.
I didn't even have dinner last night.
And I have a source as well. There's so much kids enrolling into soccer, and as you guys may know, we have a health problem. So I'm glad we're gonna have a lot of skinny people or healthy people. I mean, sorry,
Well, predictor, you don't have to say skinny, but I
Sorry,
agree
healthy.
with you.
sorry about that. That was rude. Healthy people.
Oh, this is what I wanted to say, Mojo. We need to fucking. I met an Aussie last night while I was out, and I was like, oh, tomorrow's gonna be the day. It's U.S. at 3 p.m. versus Australia. And I want to see all the fucking Aussies show the fuck up.
Aussies, the Socceroos.
Well, because you know, like, Aussies are...
Oi, right? Is that it? Oi.
And is... Yeah, but...
Shit. I was a little drunk when I said that. Oi.
And then we have Brazil and Haiti, and then Turkey and Paraguay.
Turkey, yep. Fucking Turkey. I think I made more. That hit the shit out of us.
It's so funny seeing like I forget. I think it was England.
Speaking English at this point.
They were not
You wanna
respecting
know
our
what, Mojo?
cops.
Sorry, El Predictor, let me just interrupt because I'm going to be rude. Mojo, the same
No.
way you're talking about video games is the same way that we're talking about the World Cup right now. But this is actual tangible shit that you can touch, that you can see countries literally coming together. Which we could right now, like, contact Dilligap and be like, hey, you want to stream together? And it's going to be us talking politics versus the World Cup match.
And we all didn't even care about soccer until now, or football. Sorry.
Oh, no. And I will say soccer, and the origins of the word soccer actually comes from the English, which is very ironic. They named it that, and I can go into the details, but I call it soccer because I just don't want to be fake about it. But no, I've watched the World Cup. My family has been, like, a huge fan of the World Cup. Like, I remember Alexi Lalas. Like, he was 1994. If you guys remember the story of the two Pablos, have you ever...
Yeah, I know talking about 94, yeah.
No, I'm too young. I grew up with Donovan and Dempsey.
Yeah, 94, I know what you're trying.
Annoying.
With the two Pablos.
Mm-hmm.
Mojo, do you know about that?
I don't care.
What part that I do? That's the funniest thing. The only part I do.
And then backwards towards that, like Maradona and the Hand of God goal, and then
Rest in peace.
when he became coach. But anyways, so what is interesting, Mojo, because it's geopolitical, maybe not geopolitical, but political to some degree. So when no, shut the fuck up.
Okay. Damn.
No, that was targeted towards Mojo. He can tell me to calm down.
Yeah, Mojo.
Mojo. So what happened in...
I don't care. I don't care.
I know you don't, but just hear me out for a second. Hear
Mr.
me
Mojo.
out. Jesus Lord. So, the Colombian team made their first, like, World Cup in a very long time. So, when they made the World Cup, they were... If Ella's in the queue, please bring Ella up.
Wait, you...
So,
You're the fucking mod. What are you doing?
I'm too busy yelling at you.
Word.
Yeah, that's more important. Keep yelling at his ass.
She's really into soccer.
All right, so hold on one second.
No, she really hates me. Putting me through
No, I
this
don't.
CS stands for Soccer Super.
Her way of love is if she
Okay,
doesn't
sucker,
hate you, she
super.
doesn't like you.
Yeah.
Soccer, oh, yeah, that sounds stupid. That opposite. God damn.
All right,
All right.
so here's the thing.
Yeah.
Hold on. I need to of the Pablos. So Pablo Escobar, it was one of the first.
I don't care.
Hey,
I
the
don't
goat.
give a shit if you give a shit.
He made milk. Everybody knows he made milk.
This is on you.
Milk?
No, this is so interesting. Wait, Dr. Liesel, take it for this. So, the two Pablos was Pablo Escobar and then the Pablo that played on the American team. Unfortunately, so when Colombia qualified, which they few and far between qualify, they did it was 94 or 96. I don't know. I can't remember the exact date. I think it was 96, but don't quote me.
94.
So, thank you.
Oh no, I think I know what you're gonna say.
Yes. So
Oh no.
So Pablo, the Pablo that was on the soccer team, so the Colombian team got death threats every single night. Like the cartels were calling them and they're saying like, if you don't win, and there's recording of this, if you don't win, we have your family hostage and we're gonna unalive all of them. And so they were literally under the gun at every game. So what happened was Pablo on that team accidentally scored an own goal and lost, I think, to the United States, if I'm remembering correctly. And yeah, it was. And when he went back to Colombia, they unalived him, unfortunately, because it was such a big deal to them, to the cartel, to win. Yeah, like this is something that is so important to like the world stage, Mojo, and you don't give a shit, and it makes me mad.
I wouldn't have given that story, CS. Hi.
No,
are
that's
you?
a good story.
No, that's actually
That's a lot of good
And that's
story
the
about
beautiful of my
sportsmanship
culture.
at
Let's
all.
go.
No, it's a great story about how much like how people get behind like their culture and in these games and like how it can be polarizing and in a negative sense. And I've already given him every positive sense. I've told him about Kansas. I've told him about Boston. I'm heading out probably to Boston in just a little bit to go join the Scots and to watch the U.S.
Mojo, get your ass and go with her. Wait, okay. Mojo. I know we had some
Did we have problems? I live
Yeah,
halfway
you do.
across.
I
No
remember.
offense, but
You
this
do.
has
The
been
doctor's
planned
right.
forever. I mean, it would be different if it just popped up 90 days ago and was being thrown out. But we've known forever that it would be here. And some towns and cities have been preparing for months to do this. And it's not about a team. I'm sorry, I thought I was speaking.
Wow. Why does it matter if it's been forever?
Nothing motels.
Well, because the world comes together every 4 years.
Agreed.
And that's, I mean, it's the same sort of Olympic spirit.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's all a bunch of shit.
No, versus what are you doing right now? You are playing a game basically by yourself. And the value add to society is what?
And the value add to society of a fucking bread and circus is what? Propagandizing the proletariat.
Because there are, hold on one second, T. I'm so sorry because this was your fight. Because honestly, Mojo, people are coming to the United States from different cultures who have hated us, who have talked to us like we're assholes because Trump has represented us to be like world enemies, and now they're coming here and they're like, you know what? Actually, the politicians are bullshit, but the people are really fucking cool. So what are you doing in your video game to change the minds of the people?
Make a few points.
Yeah, Mr. Mojo.
It's coming together. People are coming together. This is the whole thing.
And Ella, go ahead.
Come on, Mojo. Come on, bro.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up, drunk.
1 second, doctor.
Expensive, bro. I know.
We're gonna let Ella go.
I'm sorry. It could be expensive.
Good morning, everybody. Oh my god.
Good morning. Ella.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I wanted to make a couple of points that go in I'm arguing against Mojo, not with the spirit of the World Cup, but with the economic surplus that it will cause for the places where there are games held. In Seattle, for example, they have created this it's like a system that is they use the whale tail as a system where like the tourists that come out for the World Cup games can follow the whale tails to local like mom and pop restaurants and things like that. So they get to taste like all the local foods, they get to shop all the local foods, and they've been working on this for a couple of years at this point. Not to mention that the cities themselves don't, but the countries typically know about 8 years ahead of time that the World Cup will be held there. So to claim that this is something where we're being pacified so that the government can get away with whatever the fuck they're doing doesn't really track, because this was decided long before Trump was in office.
It's silly.
Go
Just
12.
say it, Ella. It's okay. It's silly. Mojo's being silly.
He's being a pick me.
She said, "Fuck, I like that."
No, listen. The issue is like the exposure. I think. Again, I've been watching this my entire life.
Many of us have.
And
My
when
thing
you
is
see the camaraderie, and like it's different from.
That's what I'm thinking about. The motels, everybody. That's
You
all
can
I'm talking
boot him. You can boot the drunk guy whenever you want.
Fine. He's fine. He's fine.
I'm sorry. Are you guys going to 2 or 3 games? Or are you trying to do 1 or 2 games, or just 1 game?
I think you should.
I think I'm gonna try to make it to Boston for the 3:00 US game, and then the 6:00 Scotland game.
Got you. So like money wise, that's how like I'm trying to think. Like, is it good? Like goodness? Like I have no idea, because everybody has so many different. Some people are paying $10,000 for the first one. So
I'm not gonna go to the game. The game is what's confusing, and even to people that are coming like through the city, is like they think like, okay, you go to Boston, the game's in Boston. The game is 45 minutes outside of Boston.
Yeah.
So no, I'm gonna go celebrate with the Scots that couldn't afford the game, because I think they're probably like gonna have more fun. And honestly, I don't want to afford the game. The game is like at this point $2,000.
Oh, that's what I'm
they're
saying.
very expensive. They were expensive when they first came out.
And I'm not willing to like fight through. I've been to Gillette many times. Like that's where the Patriots play. That's where the U.S. soccer teams play. Like there's no way I'm fighting through traffic through Gillette. Like I'll take a train into Boston. And that's
I'm kind of jealous. We're gonna see the Tom Brady statue.
Oh God! Ew!
Don't disrespect the GOAT.
Ew!
What? B?
I loved it every time that kid ate dirt. I can't stand Tom Brady. I'm a Pittsburgh Steeler fan. As far as I'm concerned, he could choke on it.
Fucking beat
I don't know who Tom Brady is, but Tom Brady is amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
His drink is not. It's go nuts. That one's not. That one's definitely a down.
You cannot deny the skill of Tom Brady, and like I really understand. Like this is a non-sports ball.
Yeah.
Like Mojo, I
is.
have to tell you, you're off base on this. You're off base in the fact that like, listen, Iran is coming to America to play. Iran is going to play on U.S. soil while we have an active.
I don't care.
I know.
I don't care about
I know
any
you
of that.
don't care, and I know you think that it's pedestrian, but it is the fucking proletariats that are in those stadiums. So if you care about
That's my fucking point.
Yes! That is the fucking point. Give them some fucking joy, dude.
Yeah, it fuels us.
Bread and circuses.
Well, that's not gonna help. It's not bread and circuses. What do you want us to do?
Give them
Fucking
some
play video
joy.
games all the time?
You just fucking said give them circuses. Give them
No,
some
I
joy.
did not.
That's exactly what you just said.
I didn't say give them circuses. That was your word. And
I know.
honestly, Mojo, I would rather be in a stadium full of people who like I have patriotic value with.
You guys aren't patriotic for anything else. I don't know why the fuck you're patriotic for this.
Bullshit. I love the Constitution. And then also at the
Hell
same
yeah.
time, you can... Hold on 1 second. You can sit at home playing video games and be ignorant to the fact that the entire world is saying that the U.S. is a little bit different than they thought it was, and I'm proud of that. Because we need to turn around whatever Trump is doing to us geopolitically, and we need to get a little bit of good favor. And that's what's happening.
It starts with the state, and then it starts with the Senate. Everything starts with state, Senate. So we're in state. Yeah, it's truth. It's just truth. Everybody, 2 years from now, he'll be gone. So everybody's got to realize it's the same thing. We got to start with our states, our towns. Go to your local towns, get your local mayors. It's mostly the corrupt are in your local towns. Those are the motherfuckers that take out the money. Then you got other things going down.
That's how we end up with people saying that everybody's corrupt because nobody's paying attention to anything.
I'm just being realistic, bro. Your local towns are the most corrupt people. I've known 3 of them, and they got kicked out and put in jail. So I know that. Go look up Mayapack, New York right now. One's going right now, and then people are trying to bag him in the ground because he's trying to do some good stuff. Mayapack, New York. Mayapack, New York. I'm from New York. They're trying to bag him in the ground. I don't live there right now. That's where I grew up. It's my hometown. But people are trying to bag him in the ground because he's trying to do some good stuff.
Mr. Mojo, can I try one time? Have you ever?
No, you can't.
Kurokawa?
Just stop. You guys aren't convincing me of shit. Just stop. This is such a boring conversation.
Yeah, he'd much rather focus on his video game.
Oh.
Okay.
Even though I love playing games.
Motel-wise, is there any good motels? How much is a motel? Because I was thinking about if I had to go somewhere for the game, what would be a good... I'd like to use this.
Use Google. Like, you have the power in your hands.
Motel sex.
Who dropped him? That was kind of funny.
Me. Way too fucking drunk for this early in the morning.
It's
Yeah,
Friday.
Joe, I don't know. I can see where you're coming from, but I don't see... And I play video games too, you know that, but I don't see how playing video games and not paying attention to politics is any different than going to a soccer game and not paying attention to politics for 90 minutes.
It's just a placation by the society as a whole. The video game is not that. The video game is... it's a game of chess. It's a puzzle. It's something you do when you're...
Bruh.
Are you fucking laughing right now? Are you serious?
I am.
Yeah,
You
we've been
got
watching
me.
your gameplay, man.
But the video games don't bring communities together.
Oh shit, Mojo. Shite.
I'm
I mean-
scared.
I'm scared too.
Now I'm scared too.
Maybe there's a
I'm
good time
not
to
scared
tell him
for
the
you,
messy
'cause
story.
I'll fucking drop Mojo.
See,
If he gets
that
out of
sucks
pocket,
so
don't worry.
hard.
Don't worry, panel. I'll fucking drop Mojo. Don't worry about it. Mojo, yeah, you're not... I mean, I think it's like as simple as like people, like when we talk to Mega and...
That's
They
fine.
don't
You guys
understand.
go off. You don't fucking try and pull me into your bullshit. I just don't care.
Well, maybe you should try a different kind of bullshit than the bullshit that you're in and look at like what's happening. I sent you videos. I've sent you all of the things. I'm literally...
I know. You
hungover
are
as
quite
fuck.
literally sending me propaganda. What the fuck?
No, I'm not.
You
I'm
should-
telling
Yes.
you how United
By
people-
definition, that
I'm
shit's
telling
propaganda.
you how the Scots have taken over Boston, and it's so fun to watch because they've embraced everybody. They've learned all of the songs. So, like, there's a song, and
Yeah, you've
the
said this.
70s
You've already said
Yeah.
this. You've already said this. Don't say it again. Please
no,
don't.
I have not. I have. To
I
take
don't need
calls.
to hear
It's
it the
gonna be
first
someone
time. I
wanna
certainly
visit,
don't
so
need it
bye.
repeated.
Wish I could tell you the messy story.
Wait, was who? I heard, was that you, Ella? That was on panel, and you like. I heard you scream or yell at the TV, and I asked you. Wait, maybe that was HR. I don't know.
I think it was HR.
I'm like, did you just yell at your TV? Really?
But I do. I also yell at my TV, and I imagine that CS also yells at her TV. Anyone that enjoys these games probably will. I think the difference with American football is largely that how do I put this? Like, there's less interruption, and so they're like you like to say, I think, like chasing the ball. But the thing is, they're playing the ball back and forth, and like an unclean pass can cause the opposite team to all of a sudden get a hold of the ball, and it can be scream worthy at times. Let me put it that way. Sammy says that it may have been me when I was unmuted one time and I didn't realize it. So
Yeah, it was somebody. I don't remember. I just
Yo, Mr. Mojo.
yet again something
Ollie
else I
Market?
grew up with.
I just
Having
Nella,
Go ahead.
go ahead. Oh no, I was gonna say I hear your point, but we're just trying to kind of pull you into the fun of it for a minute and share I don't know, something that we all enjoy with you, but you get so angry about it.
I'm not angry.
Understandable.
It's just I
Well,
don't
you should
enjoy it.
sound it.
No, I just don't enjoy it. I don't need
I think
somebody
I
to
know
try and
why.
convince me to enjoy
I mean,
it.
you just dropped Fee from the panel. She
That's
doesn't do
because I was
anything.
talking and she interrupted me by laughing.
We do that to people all the time. Even
Gotcha.
you do.
It's true, and I like when he does it.
I have a work meeting in a little bit, but I enjoy coming up and saying good morning and arguing about soccer. Can we do this every morning until the World Cup is over?
Yes, start a panel.
I think it's Mr. Mojo, not to be mean. I think
Is it me or is it him?
It must have been him. It wasn't you. I didn't realize it was in 7 already. It's him. For sure.
Well, if that man is a therapist and he says drunk on a weekday, I'm concerned. Oof.
He's a therapist.
That's what he says.
Curmudgeon. I'm a curmudgeon. You know, when you grow up in a house where stepfathers are drunk and screaming at the TV and throwing stuff and getting angry when something doesn't go right, or getting happy when something does go right, and like shaking you every time somebody scores, and just telling you to go get another beer from the fridge or something like that, kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth. And then I watch other people do this and yell at their TV, and I watch people get together just to get drunk and do this shit. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I don't get why we do it. It's like an escape from reality where we're cheering on people that will make more money than we. They'll make more money on that fucking game than most of us will our entire lifetimes, and we're cheering for them. And like, we associate ourselves with them. We are part of the team, but we're really not part of the team. And we go spend, $150 on a goddamn jersey to sit at our fucking couch, drinking a Pabst Blue Ribbon and yelling at the TV. None of this shit makes any sense to me.
you have a point. I know you find me annoying, but I hate when people get an excuse for, especially in the football season and the NFL, when it gives them an excuse for Sunday to not do anything, just like you said, drink and skip Uber Eats, and just rot themselves on Sundays. But there's lots of people who don't do that, but I understand where you're coming from.
Jim actually makes a good point, and I was going to ask the same. Like, do you not enjoy going to concerts or like watching music on TV or anything like that either? Then, like, is there? Because that's not very different. You have band shirts, people drink at concerts, stuff like that.
Yeah, but I don't associate with the band. It's just about the music at that point. But I've been to plenty of concerts in my life. I don't really watch music on TV. I don't watch award shows or anything like that. No.
Can I ask something too? You, like, not in a bad way, were you bad at sports as well?
I played Arsenal soccer when I was a kid, and I played on my high school football team. I don't know.
And did you enjoy it or?
No, not at all.
So okay, the high school. Why did you do the high school one? Like your parents forced you, or?
No, just for the hell of it. I don't know.
But you didn't enjoy it.
It was
And
something to
especially
do. I didn't
those
like
teen
it.
years.
I played for like half a season and quit. Why?
Because people like you, like who don't like sports or kind of like it's slop. It's like when you explain your side of like all that, I'm like, okay, it makes sense. But every time I talk to someone like that, I always ask them, did you play sports? And they always say, I was bad at it or I hate it because my parents forced me or something like that. Or like it always comes from like them trying it or them playing it. I don't know. And like you said, you did it and you weren't enjoying yourself. And
Yeah, I'm just not a sports person. It's never really been something that I enjoy.
I know. It
doing.
would have maybe been different if you were good at the sport or you enjoyed the sport you were playing.
I don't know why that would be. I don't know why that would make me want to sit there and scream at the TV. That doesn't make any sense to
But
me.
not everyone screams at the TV. Lots of people get emotional. Some people keep it to themselves. Some people get anxious. Some people listen on the radio. Like it's not everyone who just gets crazy and drinks and all that. Like this World Cup has the most Muslim countries out of any World Cup this year. They don't drink, and they're enjoying themselves the most. They don't do any haram.
I don't know if that's true.
Fact check me. The most Muslims out of any World Cup this year.
No, that they don't drink.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I
Yes.
don't drink, and I love soccer, so it's not always tied to alcohol. There are plenty of sober people that enjoy sports.
Jay, do you think the vast majority of the people that scream at the TV are drunk?
No,
No. Okay.
no, you have two examples in your immediate environment, HR and myself, that don't drink, and we're still screaming at the TV. So I think as far as like what is that called? Like a group of people as an example. I mean, out of what, the 100 people that you see on a daily basis that come in here on a daily basis, at least two, maybe more.
2%. 2%
Well,
don't drink.
but not out of those 100 people, not everybody watches soccer or watches sports, right? So you have to keep that in account as well.
Yeah.
Oh no, not this dude again. So Dr. Lethal's over here.
I can temper that. I brought him up, so it's my fault. But I also
He's
think
drunk
Dr.
as fuck,
Lethal-
and
the
he's
fuck up.
not a therapist.
Hey, don't tell her to shut the fuck up ever, Dr. Lethals. That's not okay. I'm gonna drop you. You can come.
Or not.
You can
no, Doc.
fucking talk about it. No, that's bullshit.
He's
Don't
not
ever tell Ella to
he's
shut the
not
fuck
a
up.
therapist. Like,
Oh, he's not a doctor?
Thank you, yes. I don't. Not for a single second do I believe that. Not for a
I thought he was a
single
doctor.
second. He claimed he's a therapist. Whatever. He looks drunk even in his profile picture. Get over yourself.
I mean, I'm hungover. I don't know if that counts. And I'm trying to find my way into Boston, which is going to be crazy. I just talked to my friends. Sorry, I was gone for a minute.
Yo, let me give you a ride.
Dude, you want to pick me up?
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
Where are you? I thought you were in Miami.
No, I'm in
You
Charlotte.
travel all this way?
Yeah, I'll go all the way there to pick you up.
Alright, cool. I have to make it to Kenmore Square, you guys.
But Mojo has to join us, Mr. Mojo.
Damn, this is going to be tough.
Anyways, you can wrestle with a drunk guy if you want. I gotta drop for a meeting in 4
Ella.
minutes.
No, Ella,
No, I have a work meeting.
Alright. Do you mind if I bring him back up if you're
I
not
don't
gonna be
care
here?
if he told me to. Yeah, I don't care about that if he told me
But
to shut
I
the fuck
don't.
up. I know that he's not worth your time, but you do you.
And it's few and far between right now. You know what I mean?
That's true. But yeah, I gotta drop for the meeting. But I'll see y'all later.
All right, bye, Ella.
Oh, and I will, Mojo, I will stream the game because it's one of my friend's birthday, and I promised that I would, and so I figure I'll do it in the Discord so other people can join as well. So.
And Ella, I will, I'll video you guys from Boston, when it's happening. It's gonna be so much fucking fun.
Okay.
I just have to figure out how to get there.
Oh, also, with that streaming, I got some websites for you in case yours crashes.
Oh no, I am all set up. I paid for the subscription because I do.
Oh wait, you're paying?
Sorry. Yes, I do that every 4 years. I spend a little bit extra on a couple of subscriptions to make sure that I don't have to miss any games.
Maybe you were the same person. Thank you for your service. Thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate people like you.
This
Thank
is
you.
my alt account. I am Game Genie. I am here to tell Mojo how to play the game. But anyways, I'll see you.
You don't have to tell me how to play the game now. I just
No, I was joking.
but I do need. Wow.
You're breaking up. You must be outside.
No.
In the kitchen. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Yeah,
by
in
your
the
computer.
In the kitchen. I hate that fucking Bluetooth only goes so far.
Alright, you guys, I have to find a cute outfit, a backpack, a portable battery pack. And
Where are you going, CS? Hi.
I'm going to Boston. We're going to
For
go
what?
in direct city. We're going to go right outside of Fenway. We're going to
Okay.
walk outside Yawkey Way with the bagpipes for Scotland at 6 p.m., but I'm trying to make it to 3 p.m. for the U.S. game.
Oh, fun.
Oh, Lord, I got so much to do.
You should go to the Capes after.
I'm actually going to the Cape on Saturday. It's not the Capes, it's the Cape. My parents live on the Cape.
Oh, okay, my bad.
No worries.
Fun for that, too. I love the game. It's so
I have
nice.
child.
It's going to be an event, friends. Shit. All right. I need to curl my hair. I need to get clothes. You guys go. You guys party and bullshit here. Just,
Mr. Mojo, do you support Poly Market and Kashi or no?
I don't care. Yeah, gambling. I don't give a shit about gambling.
Is it? What if it's? Is it not like stocks, kind of?
You can bet on anything and everything, if I'm not mistaken.
But why not word it like stocks? Why word it like gambling?
Stocks are generally gambling anyway, but right?
I think
Yes.
so. You play the
So you-
stock market.
So yeah,
There's also market sentiment. There's also like general sentiment, and there's also fundamentals. But okay, bye.
all right. You guys
Yeah.
can just not. You can stop asking me questions since I'm wrong about everything.
No, I didn't say you were wrong. I was saying you're right. I just wanted to know your opinion.
The tiger is sensitive today. Approach as such.
I was just on Goose's live, and he got taken down because people were fighting. So they were just libertarianing each other.
Libertarian. That's funny.
They're annoying.
What's his
They
name?
just want to do everything. They want to throw away any like regulations and protections, I think, for people like the FAA, to make sure our planes our air traffic is safe. Things like that. They want to privatize everything.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, how's that going to work? I don't. And law enforcement and things like that. What do you guys think?
The libertarians are stupid. They have no solutions for anything. They just want to bitch about everything.
That's not
regulations.
true.
They
I listened to-
don't. They don't have solutions. They're doomed. They're the doomsayers. I'm like, okay, that's helpful.
I don't know if you know him. I listened to one. His name is Dave Smith. He's kind of he makes interesting points.
He's a comedian and he's gotten his ass kicked. He doesn't fucking debate anybody because he can't debate anybody. He says stupid shit on a regular basis. I know who he is.
I watch him all the time on Pierce Morgan. He does debate, and
He
did this
doesn't
one
debate.
segment- Oh,
He doesn't debate. Destiny was trying to get him to debate forever, and he wouldn't do it.
Destiny can't debate either. He lost against Santana or whoever his name is.
He hasn't lost to anybody.
He lost against Santana.
That's pretty ridiculous,
Exactly.
by the way. It's pretty ridiculous that you would even say such a thing.
I'm serious. That was before I wasn't even on TikTok. That was what was that called? The Unfuck America tour. That's when they were disrespecting
he made
black
Santana.
women. I
He
remember
made
that.
He made Santana fucking stumble and like forget his words, trip on his own fucking words. What are you talking about? Yeah, I watched that too. As a
I
matter of
remember
fact,
something
I was in the room that night, and I got on panel right after that shit happened. I don't know. I guess you didn't see me there.
No, maybe I didn't make that part. I only was interested on. I thought he was gonna take accountability on him disrespecting black women, but he didn't.
How
You
did
know
he
what I
just?
think is weird, but Mojo, this is a little bit different, but I was thinking about it this morning, how if you're up on like the Zionist panels, right, they've got themselves in a quagmire, not to use a jaded term, but the whole thing about they've been saying, oh, yes, what this administration is doing is good vis-a-vis Iran because of Israel, and Israel's threatened. But now they've got themselves. Now they're going to have to say that what Trump isn't doing is good. Talk to me about that. I think they've got themselves in a weird position now.
They do, and I did hear Penny specifically talking about it, and she doesn't like the deal. And there's a lot of people that don't like the deal. Obviously, they shouldn't like the deal because I like the deal. So there's no reason for them to like it.
You think the deal is still a deal right now? There's a lot of shit that's happened in the last 24 hours, right?
Yeah, well, they did say something this morning about a ceasefire still, but they canceled the trip to Switzerland, and Iran said that they're not going to sign it because Israel still continues to attack. So I don't know.
And did they keep the strait closed as well now, or is that something that is? I
don't know.
I heard that, but
I haven't read that yet, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I haven't read about the strait, whether that's open or not.
it's all crazy. And I just think it's funny how Vance is going around making the rounds, defending everything. It just looks so bad. And I have to say, he's a smooth talker.
Vance?
I think he is. I'm not that I think anything he says is, credible, but I'm sure a lot of people do the way he's spinning it.
Well, yeah, okay. So I think Vance is a smart guy. He went to good schools. He speaks well.
Articulate. Yep.
Yeah, because of his education. He's a well-educated person. He's just cringy as a human being. He's
Bland,
awkward. He's awkward. Yeah.
Yeah, he's awkward and he's bland. Oh my God.
You guys are way smarter than me. Can I give you a bro answer as well? When I saw him on The View, he just doesn't handle confrontation good. Or it's so obvious, he's not, I don't know, he chokes sometimes.
Yeah, that's probably true too.
When he's confronted, he laughs.
Yeah,
Yeah, like a nervous laugh.
Yeah, he was confronted with, why are you fighting with the Pope? He was really he laughed. He said, I'm not fighting with the Pope. You have to understand that when blah, 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 and he went on this long, rambling, esoteric sort of explanation.
He's too soft. He's too nice.
Yeah, I just don't think that stands up against fiery politicians who are much more adept at sort of getting the punchlines in.
AOC will whoop him.
I think so too, just on charisma alone. And I don't think AOC, honestly, AOC may not be as well spoken as he is, but she's a lot more normal.
Yeah. And she stands on the four corners of her arguments. Like she knows where she had her answers because she really has her convictions.
Yeah.
And she's willing to stand 10 toes down in them. And that's what I also like about John Ossoff.
Yeah.
Did you do a deeper dive, Mojo? I gave you an assignment.
No, I'm not doing a deeper dive. I'm voting for AOC in the primaries, period. I don't care.
Let's go.
Let's
Fucking
go.
weirdo. I'm voting for AOC in the primaries. I'm sure she's running. If she doesn't run, I'll possibly look for somebody else. I'm not sure, but we'll see. It's too far away to even worry about.
Can Mandani do anything like? Can he be vice? I know you can't be president, but can he be vice president? Can
he
do
can't.
anything more?
He cannot be vice president because in the unlikely event, he'd have to maybe stand in the shoes of the president, and he's not qualified to be president.
Yeah, you cannot be in the line of succession at all. So you can't serve as a secretary. You can't serve as the Speaker of the House. You can't serve because anybody that's in the line of succession for the presidency cannot be a foreign-born citizen. A foreign-born person.
I hate him, Mandani, but I like him though.
You hated him?
Yeah, I thought he was people were telling me he's a communist.
Well, he's a socialist. He is a socialist.
Yeah.
No, I have friends who live there, and they tell me it's actually good.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I'm from New York, so, right, Mojo?
I had no idea.
You didn't?
Do you love New York?
I love New York. But there's things I don't like about it. I have to pay a lot of taxes here.
Wait, can I ask you something, Mr. Mojo? Do you care, what's your opinion on this? So, what's her name? Giselle Maxwell? Her dad?
Elaine Maxwell, by the way.
Yeah, her name. Yeah, her dad owned McGraw-Hill, and that's like all the textbooks for the school boards in America.
Sure.
Is that whatever? Who cares? Or do you not think these people had a touch in our school education systems and are controlling us? Is that just going through? Is that being too cuckoo, or should I is that isn't that weird?
I don't necessarily think so.
But she was obviously the accomplice of Jeffrey. So isn't it weird that her dad? Yeah. So isn't it weird that her dad owns all the textbooks of the kids in America? You don't think it's deeper than this?
No.
Are
you trying to suggest that they're indoctrinating people to be in either a sex slave or in this with that lifestyle? I guess I don't know. What are you suggesting?
No, I would say maybe pro-Israel or maybe
pro-Israel.
Try to brainwash something in the kids. Yeah, because they changed the whole textbooks in 1989 when he bought the company. All the school's textbooks changed. And then also the curriculum changed. They stopped teaching Malcolm X and all that as well. But then I'm I don't know if this is too cuckoo. That's weird.
I don't know. That's a conspiracy theory I'm not diving into.
But that's where it's not it's conspiracy theory. Her dad actually owned it.
Oh,
all right.
Victor, it's cuckoo, and there are deeper things that you can look into for McGraw-Hill and the textbooks that are wildly different. No, I don't give a shit.
Well, I never do sins of the father. I would never do sins of the father either. So the mistakes of a father do not pass on to the children.
But what if they're Mossad?
That's all conspiracy.
No, I think it got confirmed. They were Mossad.
Conspiracy. Come on, man.
Oh boy.
I mean, it is weird
look
that
into
her
McGraw-Hill.
Unalive mysteriously.
I'm just saying the way
what
you guys
connections have been made. There's no real connections. You're just talking about the different things that you've heard, and there's no like
guys would have told
string
me
of-
about the. You guys would have said the same thing if I brought up the list a few years ago. You guys would have said, "Oh, that's crazy. That doesn't exist. That list is not real." But it turned out to be real, and
Yeah,
no
you
American person has been arrested.
You can't say that we would have done anything. You have absolutely no idea what we would have done or what we would have said.
I'm the predictor.
Well, you're very bad at it.
Nope, undefeated. Spain's winning the World Cup.
No, they're not.
CS, who are you rooting for?
It's a tough call. I've so like I have always been like a huge fan of Argentina, but they won it last cup, so I mean it's tough. But it's Messi's last World Cup, so I don't know. I've just always been a huge fan of them. I think France looks really good, but they won in 2018, so I don't know. I don't have a say just yet. Come back to me with it.
Okay.
Everyone's disrespecting the Germans for some reason. Like,
No, Germany is always like a really good qualifier.
Sounds like
I don't know why
there
that's
could be
disrespectful.
really a few, like nobody can really, no one team seems, I'm not hearing is being like, oh, they're just going to wipe everybody out. Like when you talk about tennis and you talk about the two top players, like Sinner and Alcaraz, like if they're on the court, they're going to win. So sounds like the field's kind of open. I don't know much about soccer, football.
On
It is, and I'll
paper,
tell you,
USA's better.
there's been some really like big anomalies that have happened like in the group stages right now. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. I don't know what's gonna happen. Portugal did not look good, and Portugal is usually a favorite. So
Doesn't that make it so much more fun too?
it does. It does.
Right?
It's so
But
sad when you
also,
see
like,
Portugal not let
my
go of
family
Ronaldo.
supports Portugal a lot.
It's because they play that old man as a striker. They need to let go of him.
I don't know. They still had Ronaldo. They could have used him a lot more than they did, but Ronaldo didn't show up. Ronaldo was lazy.
He's old. He doesn't got it anymore. He's not
That's
like
why it's his
Messi.
last
He's
cup.
washed.
That's why it's his last cup.
Okay, but it's Messi's last World Cup. And he scored three. He scored
my
three.
nephew's middle name is Ronaldo after Cristiano. Like this is how deep we're in, and my nephew is now 15, 16. He's going on 16. So I get it. So he's old. Cristiano is, he's past his prime. But we saw Messi pass his prime in the last cup, win the World Cup. And, like, also, I think, was it Messi that got the hat trick?
That's what I'm saying.
Hat trick in
He got a hat trick, Messi.
Yeah, Messi got a hat trick. Like, him and Cristiano are around the same age.
How do we go back to
So-
this shit again?
By the way, Serena Williams
I brought it back,
playing
my bad.
Wimbledon again, and she had retired. And she's over
I don't
40.
care, Mojo.
Yeah, obviously, because everybody else is so interested in this too, right?
Yeah.
That's why we have
Some
40
opposition
people.
up there,
I'm
Mo.
That's how we
curling my
have
hair
40
to get
people
ready
in the
to
room.
go to the cups, and I have to make a 12:30 bus. So, do not delay me. Do not delay in what I am saying. But
I
have
met
to-
someone in Charlotte. He had a Tunisia flag, and I was about to shake his hand. I'm like, wow, the World Cup is making me meet people from Tunisia, whatever it's called.
Tunisia. But yeah,
Tunisia.
no, again, that's what Mojo misses, and that's what makes me so
Yeah.
mad about this. It's because he's missing the point.
Mojo do you like any sports? Like professional
No.
sports? No,
No.
not at all.
Chess?
I like playing chess. I'm not going to watch chess.
You don't see Mungus?
Well, that's not true. I guess I've watched chess a couple times, but it's not too exciting or anything.
Mojo, do you ever watch series? Like, do you like to watch like whatever any type of series on like cable or anything?
Yeah, I've gone through plenty of television series. Why?
Because I don't know if you saw it. If you like chess, if you play chess, there's a series called The Queen's Gambit.
Yes!
Yeah, I
Oh, that's a
watched.
good show.
Yeah, I watched.
so
That got me into-
good.
that got me into chess.
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah, it was
Even
good,
if you
right?
don't like chess, it's
It was
such
good.
a great show.
Fucking great.
That got me into chess. Man.
I get tired playing chess, and I feel stressed out playing chess. I'm like, all of a sudden, somebody's got me, I'm like, oh my God. They just got my rook. I'm like, oh shit. I just feel like it just stresses me out.
Yo, Mr. Mojo, I'll whoop your ass on checkers.
Checkers.
Yep.
Okay.
People still play checkers? Yeah.
Wait, what's wrong?
Nothing.
So mean.
Anywho. Do we have some opposition?
Oh, shit. Our predictor is a conservative, but he doesn't know anything, so.
Yes, I do. I know so much. Tennis, can I be honest with you? Can I ask you something? Don't you love it that there's no mass deportations in this country?
I'm supposed to laugh.
No, I'm serious.
There's no mass deportations?
Yeah, there's
there's
no mass deportations right now.
They're detaining them. I don't know how many they're sending into where, but they're detaining them.
No, there's very little. It's very low record of deportations recently, and I'm just enjoying it because I think I don't want to put this on Mrs. Harris, but I think if the Democrats were in charge, I think they would be deporting way more people right now, to be honest. And I think ICE wouldn't be wearing body cam as well.
If the Democrats were in power,
Yeah.
think, I agree
think more
with you.
people
There
would be
wouldn't
deporting
be,
right now.
there would not be armed and masked military on city streets. No.
But there will be more deportations.
With due process, maybe.
Yeah, that's sad.
If they're following the law, and I don't have a problem with that. I think that we should. I don't know. No,
That's sad. You want to deport those hardworking dads who?
No, I don't. I don't.
But you just said if it's due process.
Let me qualify. First and foremost, I think that people should be apprehended if they're committing a crime, and they should have due process to defend it. Period. I don't care if there are undocumented people in this country working. I really don't. I don't have a problem with that. I think we should let them in. Give them a pathway. That's my position. I don't think they should be brutalized and detained and not given due process. Are we clear?
Okay. Yeah, but clearly both sides aren't doing that. So why aren't the Democrats killing themselves on the immigration hill? Why don't they actually do some change or pathways to citizenship, especially when they have the power?
Well,
I'm not going to point fingers.
El Predictor, didn't they propose something back before? Yes, they did. Do you remember the length?
Nothing successful. Or what they tell me is we have a plan, but we need the Republicans to work with us. But then I get told that they will never like us. So how are we going to work with the other side if they don't like us?
Liking is not the issue.
Well, they will never work with us. Like, for example, DACA. That will never come to a full circle because why would the Republicans approve that? So why do the Democrats in the first place set up something like that?
Because they don't agree with DACA. They don't believe in...
So why make DACA in the first place?
Why what?
Why make DACA in the first place? Like, why did the Democrats even do that? Why not just give
people
citizenship?
Who are born in this country a pathway to citizenship, which would be a good thing, no?
No, because that's not a pathway to citizenship.
Oh yes, when it was created, it was Obama's plan for a pathway to citizenship.
But DACA isn't a pathway to citizenship. You can tell me that it was supposed to be. That was the plan, the original thing, whatever. But it's not a pathway to citizenship. And I don't know why Democrats did that in the first place. Such a low standard.
I don't think you're understanding it, is what I think. I don't think you understand it. I
heard you the first time. The fact that you have no response to it, it's like what Mojo does. You attack character instead of words.
No.
I attack character?
Yes. Every time I say something or like this, I just think you don't understand. It's like, if I don't understand, then clearly attack my words and educate me instead of, you just don't know anything. You just don't know anything.
Well, anybody say you didn't know anything?
Correct me then, because I think I've been saying facts only.
I don't think you have, but I don't think anybody's saying you don't know anything.
You just said I don't know what I'm talking about.
I said
that DACA is not a pathway to citizenship. And I'm also saying that Democrats should have gave Latinos a higher standard and gave citizenship right away.
You do?
Yes, because it's possible.
How is that giving citizenship right away? Describe that.
Because DACA was for innocent children, right? You do know that, right?
Yes.
Okay, so why not give those innocent children who have no choice of crossing the border citizenship?
Oh, predictor. What was the fate of DACA?
Basically, you have permission to stay here.
Because
they were brought here against their own will.
I don't know if it's against their own will, but
yes, it is. What do you mean? Do you think those children wanted to cross the river and desert and almost risk their lives?
Yes, I think they did. You big fat disgusting ass bitch. Let me tell you dirty ass something. You dirty ass nigga. Bitch, you got a goddamn motherfucking miss.
Oh my god. Okay, so I just wanted to come up here and debate with.
Wow.
School's out.
Yeah, bunch of kids all coming in at the same time. Kind of crazy.
Weird.
Anyway, those kids were innocent, and the fact that you said right now that they didn't do it against their own will, why would they risk their lives crossing that river and desert? Those kids had no choice, and so much kids don't even make it out of that desert or river. They have to do it.
So
they travel alone because those parents are already in America.
Right? You want those children to stay, right?
Yes, I want those innocent, beautiful children to stay, and I hate that Obama put them in cages.
They could not, right? Because of
why not?
Was that Republicans or Democrats?
Republicans.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
And so, with respect to
there's other
laws,
ways to give them citizenship.
With respect, okay, do you think that the U.S. Code? Do you agree with me that the U.S. Code is that the law that dictates how people are allowed to apply for green cards or come into this country or what have you, right? You agree with me, right? So, so do you think that there was a bill in the House and in the Senate called the Langford bill that under the Biden administration that was worked on by both Democrats and Republicans that tried to get a lot of the issues with people immigrating into this country? Was that something that happened, or do you not know about that?
I do know about that, but that wasn't going to fix anything. That was going to leave the same corrupt system. That's like saying Mrs. Harris would have brought more judges. That's just enabling the people who get approved now, just more improvement. So it doesn't fix anything. It doesn't even help Latinos. It just helps those white Europeans or those Jews all the time.
Well, I disagree with that. I think that the Langford bill spoke to the border, and there was a shortage of judges on the border to process people. I think that had a lot of provisions in it to help the problem.
But the people who this is all public. The people who get approved. So, for example, you can tell me you disagree. There's more judges. There's that. But who actually gets the paperwork? Who actually gets the visas? Who actually, when it comes to the border and sees a judge, who actually gets approved? Because it's not Latinos. All these white Europeans get a Mexican visa, go to Mexico, and then those judges approve them.
No, I think that the Langford bill would have spoken to anybody who applied.
No, not if there's a pattern of corruption.
They didn't say just, Europeans, and because how many Europeans cross over the Mexican border?
Too many. It started a crisis for the first time ever.
Europeans crossing over the Mexican border?
Yes.
The southern border? I don't
think so. Yes, there was a CB1 app. And also, for the first time ever, I'm like, what the hell is a border crisis? Because these Latinos always cross the border no problem. Both sides enabled us, right? Cheap labor, who cares, right? But then I'm like, why is there a crisis? And then I look into it. It's Africans, it's white Europeans, it's Jews, it's everyone from around the world getting a Mexican visa, signing up on the CB1 app, and then starting a crisis. Latinos still did it illegally because they knew this was a crisis. BS.
I think that Europeans who overstay their visas come to the United States come mostly by plane.
You did not hear me right now. Those white Europeans get a Mexican visa. No one's talking about American visas. These white Europeans get a Mexican visa. Then when they're in Mexico, that's when they cross the border or sign up on the CB1 app. So they're not doing anything with US visas, nothing. They're getting a Mexican visa, going on a nice plane to Mexico, and then walking.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. So out of nowhere, there was a crisis and Latinos just started it. We just got bored.
So you
Too much
think
people.
it's the white people who are immigrating, and that's the people who are...
No, I said Africans. I don't know, because if maybe you're white, you're taking it personal, but I clearly said
not.
Mexicans, and I clearly said Jews as well.
I don't take anything personal, but...
Then I said Africans, and I said Jews.
But, okay, but you also said Europeans, you said Jews, you said Africans coming over the Mexican border, and I just don't think
they fly to Mexico.
I don't think that's what ICE is targeting.
Yes. ICE is targeting Latinos.
Brown people.
Exactly.
Right.
But the brown people didn't start none of these problems.
The what?
The brown people didn't start none of these problems.
So, are you on board with ICE detaining brown people?
No, but that has always been the case since 2003.
Okay, but you can.
Have you ever visited an ICE detention center? Their handbook is all for Latinos. Their tattoos, their body language is all Latinos.
But you can talk about history, and you can spin history on the subject of immigration, which, by the way, has always been an issue between the right and the left. Any way you want to, you can talk about history. But what I'm talking about is what's occurring right now in our streets. Do you want to talk about that?
Yes, I love it.
You love it.
Yes, the operations in Minnesota got shut down. I live in Charlotte. Operation Charlotte's Web got shut down. We kicked out ICE. ICE, so much people got demoted. Gregory Bovino, Kristi Noem, because they listened to us. When we bitch, they actually listen, unlike the Democrats who pander. They actually take action. They actually start wearing body cam footage, and there's less deportations. What's not to like? You can try to make me scared, but it's good.
We agree on that. We like less deportations. So why are you fighting me? I like less deportations too. So you're in Charlotte, North Carolina. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
So you're part of a group that's protesting ICE? That's great.
Yeah, but it's not enough when, for example, the other side...
The group that you're part of that's fighting ICE.
I'm not going to say. It's an exclusive WhatsApp group. I'm not going to say.
Oh, okay. Don't you want more people to be a part of it?
No.
Okay.
Because there's lots of fear-mongering. Like in 2016, they're going to build a wall. They're going to build a wall. That scares our people. That doesn't do anything positive for us. These white knights, they try to interfere with us, and it's disgusting. Too much. We get scared too much, to be honest. We just want peace.
Okay, so what do you think you're going to do in the midterms?
We're gonna vote Democrat. Mr. Mojo knows this. We're gonna vote AOC. I predict that they're not gonna nominate AOC as a nominee because they're just gonna go with the white man Newsom. And Mr. Mojo always gets mad, like, it's too early. You can't be saying that. You can't be calling it. It's too early. But we all know what's happening. The market doesn't lie. Well, you don't freak out, but you get kind of like, you can't say that already. But the market doesn't lie. People, now that poly market exists, you can now do that. You can do it with your own money. It's not all talk anymore. Now that people's American money are on the line, and it says clearly like 40% Gavin Newsom, we all know what's going to happen. It's going to be Gavin Newsom, but it should be AOC. And I just think the DNC is corrupt. Without sounding too crazy here, like, I didn't know that the DNC were so broke in 2016 till the Clintons wrote them a check. Like, that's crazy. Like, no one talks about that. It's like, whatever, who cares?
What do you mean the Clintons wrote? I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't either.
Fact check me. The DNC were just look at word it how you want to word it. Just look up, did the Clinton Foundation, did the Clinton family write a huge check to the DNC, and then out of nowhere did the DNC start promoting Clintons? They were broke.
This could have been the fine that they had to pay for getting the Steele dossier.
Okay, fine. Then after they created Bernie Bros. Because Bernie Sanders had so much momentum. I was 16 during the time, but I remember he was an independent or something, and he was gonna win. But then what happens? Oh, Bernie Bros. Let's start going against him. Oh, he's actually a socialist. Oh no, don't. He's this. And then what happens? A CNN reporter gets fired for leaking questions to the Clinton campaign. Like what?
Yeah, I don't know
Who
why.
cares?
I don't know why the fuck she would have leaked those questions. It's really stupid. It's not like any of those politicians couldn't answer or deal with the questions that were given.
It's because it's corrupt. It's because I'm not even the smartest person here. It's like
you're talking about.
It's like they do it in front of our face because they laugh. Like it's like they laugh at us when they do it in front of our face. Like I'm a bro, and I catch that, and I can't believe you guys are kind of like, yeah, it's whatever. Let's go Democrats. Like what?
It's about policy for me.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I'm not going to vote for a felon like you would, but I'm going to vote on policy.
But you probably voted for Clinton, and Mrs. Clinton should be a felon.
What? No, there's no should be. There's no should be. If she should be, she would be, because she went through 13 hours of fucking testimony. If they were going to charge her with anything or they had anything on her, they would have charged her already, and it would have happened. But it didn't happen. She's not in jail. What else are we to do with the legal system? You either
maybe
trust
call it out when it's fraud or corrupt. Like
sure,
no American person has been arrested after the files. So Epstein did it by himself?
Nobody said that either.
I'm just saying,
I mean, we can blame Donald Trump for that, but
okay,
they're the ones who stopped all investigations and said no more charges were coming.
I don't know, man. I just find it crazy that like the DNC does the same amount of corruption as the other side, and you guys are like, oh, I mean, it's about policy.
I don't consider any of that corruption. How is that corruption?
Because clearly Bernie Sanders was going to be the nominee, and
That's
he would have
not
beat
true.
Trump. We wouldn't have this Trump mess.
This is not true
Butterfly
at all.
effect.
I'm sorry, 3 million more people voted for Hillary. I don't know what the fuck you want.
And 3 million people probably got told, look at these Bernie bros. 3 million people probably tuned into CNN and said, wow, Miss Clinton really knows how to, wow, she's on fire. What happened? She got leaked the questions. What happened with the emails? Like, I was 16. I was like, what about these emails? But now that I'm 26, holy crap.
There's no holy
wonder
crap.
She lost.
There's no holy crap there. And she didn't lose. She got 3 million more votes than Donald Trump did. The people chose her. The Electoral College chose him.
Yeah, I don't know. It would have been different with Bernie, I think.
Yeah, everything's going to be different with a different person.
Will Bernie have beaten Trump?
I don't know.
I mean, you always say that. I don't know. You can't predict. Come on.
What's the point? What's the point?
If that were to happen,
what's the point of even trying to fucking decipher whether that's true or not? What's the point?
Because what if that happens again in the DNC? What
happens again?
Okay, what if the people want AOC? What if AOC?
The people didn't want Bernie Sanders. If the people wanted Bernie Sanders, then they would have fucking chose Bernie Sanders. They didn't choose Bernie Sanders. I don't know what to tell you.
The DNC is against Bernie in the first place. So
the
what if the DNC
was
is
not
against AOC?
The DNC was not against Bernie. What the fuck?
Bro, I gave you like 3 examples, and you're just like, I mean, I don't know why she leaked that.
Donna Brazil gave the questions during a debate with Trump, not with. During a debate with Trump. No, it wasn't with Bernie. It wasn't with Bernie.
Like, are you fact checking me, or do you like?
I'm about 90% positive it was with Trump.
All right, let me see that 10%.
I just don't know what the point of Monday morning quarterbacking, whether or not Hillary or whether Bernie would have beaten Trump. I mean, my daughter thinks he would.
Because this is clearly happening to AOC right now, and no one's calling it out.
Well, let the people vote.
Where?
I mean, you have
Mr.
to.
Mojo just said more people voted Clinton, and what ended up happening? So who cares if people end up voting? If the DNC is already against a nominee,
the DNC is irrelevant in the vote. People vote for who they want. Yes, it is.
Do you know how much young 18-year-olds, when the DNC posts something like on social media, you know how much they just are sheep? Like, oh yeah, Newsom? Oh yeah, Aura, yeah, let's go. Like, there's so much. What's it called?
Have you heard any liberal say that Newsom's got aura?
Yes.
Bullshit.
I swear to you. So much people are like, wow, he's so handsome. He is handsome. I'm gonna give him that. He has aura. But so much people are like, wow, he looks so this. When he went on the international world stage, where was it? Milan or whatever? Oh wow. Look at our future president in an international stage. And then what do I keep saying? The market keeps predicting.
The market's irrelevant.
It's not if it's American money, American people's money.
It's irrelevant.
You can't control people who hype certain events or people. When somebody, I mean, if you see whatever your movie star, or if you watch NASCAR racing, I mean, if people get excited about a person, a candidate, a fucking sport, they're going to hype it. It's going to come out in the media. So if Gavin Newsom goes over to Europe and he starts whatever, grandstanding and speaking out, I mean, you can't control that. I mean, to say he's going to be the candidate, he might be the candidate. He's very popular. But what are you going to do about it? I don't know what the point of this conversation is.
Maybe make the right person popular. Maybe make the right person represent the DNC, which is AOC.
I love AOC.
The DNC doesn't.
And if she wins the primary, then she's got my vote. But I'm not going to sit here and worry about, I just say everybody throw their hat in the ring, stump, make your pitch, and may the best man or woman or whoever win. That has to be the way.
No, no, you're right, Tennis. Mr. Mojo, this is what I mean, bro. Like, I'm not even smart or good at this. I just fact checked you. It was against Bernie when she got leaked those questions. It wasn't against Trump. Who cares, right? It's crazy, man.
Oh, you're correct.
Yep. And then, so you're going to have the same passion. Let's just say when they leak questions to Newsom and this becomes public, and let's just say AOC gets scammed. Oh, I mean, who cares? Whatever. It's like, no, this is weird. And like, what? Like, this is so like, and I'm telling you, they created Bernie Bros, all of that. Like, and I'm trying to say, you're saying more people voted Hillary than Bernie. You know how these politics work. Like, you have told me this. I'm one of those people where we don't vote midterms, we don't vote local, but what happens every 4 years when it's that president nominee, we start voting. And what do we consume? Media. So all these people who enjoy the slop are going to turn into the debates on CNN. And then what happens? People like me, oh wow, Clinton is actually really good, I'm voting Clinton. That's how it works. Didn't be that way.
You gotta change the system, because that's how the system works, right?
Well, we're not going to change anything. Even recently, what did Biden say when he won in 2020? He was like, it's going to be one term. I already told the DNC it's going to be one term. Then what ends up happening? Poor Mrs. Harris. I'm going to run again. Sorry, I'm just going to run twice. Like, they just lie. It's so recent that poor Mrs. Harris, if she had a fair campaign, maybe she would have won. But instead, we lied. And also, like, by the way, I know you guys think he's sick. He's not, which he turned out to be sick. Prayers to him. And then Mrs. Harris gets an unfair, 3 months? What was it, 4?
Yeah, I mean, listen, you're preaching to the choir. I think that was a big gaffe on his part. He should not have run again. I said it 2 years before, into his presidency. But he has the right, and he's not breaking the law to change his mind, right? Or whatever, be nefarious and say, I'm going to be a one-term president. I don't know which one it was. I think he wanted to run again, obviously. But I mean, what you're decrying here, what you're saying and what you're complaining about is, oh, this is unfair. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. And that screwed us from having a wider primary.
I don't know that really matters much.
Okay.
I'm of the mode that Donald Trump has succeeded in doing what should have been impossible to do, which is to convince the populace that shit that doesn't matter, or shit that isn't real, is actually real. I mean, he successfully convinced you that news is fake and that you can only get trusted sources from places like fucking Twitter and people like the kid running around doing the videos on fucking YouTube. Those are your trusted news sources now. And when he came out and said the fake news and they started talking about alternative facts, I'm like, this is the most idiotic thing I've ever heard in my life. I can't believe anybody would buy into this fucking nonsense. But yet here we are in a world where nobody believes the news and everybody gets their fucking news from Twitter and podcasts and YouTube videos. I think it's just gross. But
it's not gross because lots of those media companies ended up lying, right? I'm not saying they lie all the time, but they clearly have agendas.
No, everybody's got an agenda. Everybody's got a bias. There's nothing you can do about that. The people on Twitter, the people on YouTube all have fucking biases too. They all have agendas as well. They're all trying to get rich. That exists in every single realm of society, whether you like it or not, because we live in a capitalistic society, so everything's about the almighty dollar. And we're all going to have biases, and you can't hide those biases. The fact is that the media, the news media, the actual television media sources that people used to watch are ones that were held accountable by the FCC. The people that are doing YouTube videos do not have to be held or are not held accountable by anybody or anything. They do what they want and say what they want, and nobody can do anything about it. This is why they're not trustworthy.
For a reason. Especially people like Joe
Rogan. They're successful for a reason because people like you think that that's fucking truth. And it's just not.
It's not truth. Mr. Mojo, respectfully, guarantee people like you have not listened to one full episode of Joe Rogan.
No, the guy's a fucking moron. Exactly.
But if you listen to Joe Rogan, there's a reason why he has the #1 podcast in the world.
Yeah, because you're all morons that are listening to him.
No, we're not. We're not all monkey morons. Like we listen to conversations. We want to be educated. Like
that's not the place you get an education.
Mrs. Harris.
You don't get an education from the guy who used to announce for UFC. That's not where you get an education from.
He's more than that. You can't just dumb people down like that.
I mean, I've listened to you, and I've heard you.
He's pushing for psychedelics and U.S. troops.
El Predictor, you've been talking on several conspiracy theories today. So how are we, without any real proof of the things that you've been saying? So what are your news sources? And if you're going by Joe Rogan, I mean, that would explain it.
But Joe Rogan.
And he flies with the wind.
No, he doesn't, because he gets fact checked in real time. There's a page on X where the liberals run, where it's like a compilation of when he gets fact checked and kind of like, look at him getting fact checked, so embarrassing. But then the clips are funny because Joe Rogan is kind of like, he doesn't like I'm not gonna start glazing, but he's kind of like, he appreciates him being wrong. Like, oh, Jamie, can you fact check me? And then the guy will be like, yeah, you're super wrong. Stop speaking. And Joe Rogan will be like, oh shit, I'm wrong. Sorry about that. And what is it? And then we'll know the truth. So for you to say like, oh, he just rolls with the wind, like you're wrong. And tennis, again,
okay.
you have probably not listened to a Joe Rogan episode fully.
Can't say I have.
So maybe if you gave it a chance, you will see like, oh wait, he's actually fair. He's actually curious and actually answers good questions. Oh, there's a reason why he's the #1 podcast in the world. And there's a reason why Mrs. Harris turned him down.
So
The invitation was right there. Mrs. Harris, come, please, Mrs. Harris. And she said no. Why? Because it was going to be raw. It wasn't going to be edited. And Joe Rogan was going to confront her just like he confronted Trump.
This is bullshit too. He didn't confront Trump, first of all. Second of all, she didn't do it for a particular reason. That's because he wouldn't adjust around her schedule. She had a lot of other events she was doing. She was running a quick timeline that was very packed, and he would only do it on specific days on a specific weekend, and she couldn't do it.
Did she go on Fox News? Wait. Didn't she go on Fox News?
She did go on Fox News.
That's irrelevant.
That's a drag. That's going into the mouth of the dragon there.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Rogan, I would
That's
say
crazy. Joe Rogan is not going to ask any questions near as fucking hard as Fox News would.
Yes, they are.
Oh, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's why Mrs. Harris.
But what am I?
Mrs. Harris. She didn't have enough time to go to the #1 podcast, but she had time to go to Fox and Friends. Which one had more viewers? Which one would have had more viewership? You think? Which one would have had a more powerful impact? Which one would still be quoted to this day if she won?
So
the only reason that
who cares? Who cares, right?
Wait, don't answer your own questions. Wasn't she scheduled to go on Joe Rogan, and then there was a scheduling conflict?
No.
I think it was.
Look it up. I fact checked Mojo earlier. It's like, I'm not trying to be right, but what happens is they wanted Joe Rogan to come to her, and Joe Rogan, without being prideful, he's like, no, we do all the podcasts in studio in Austin, Texas. If you don't want to do it, don't come.
Then she didn't come, and now here you are bitching about it.
I'm not bitching about it. I'm just
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry. She is running for the presidency of the United States of America. He's some dipshit that used to fucking announce for UFC that does a podcast.
And who won? Who won? The person who visited the dipshit's podcast, right? Twice.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't, right?
Because you fucking idiots believe that he's not a felon. You guys were convinced of some fucking nonsense that he's not a goddamn felon.
Not to mention the essays. I'm sorry, I just have to bring that up. I mean, you voted, or whoever, I don't know who you voted for, but did you vote for him?
Yeah, only once.
Oh, okay.
Only this election.
In this election?
Yeah, I've been a Democrat my whole life. I only voted Trump this election.
Interesting. So you voted for the guy who said that he can, do what he does to women, right? With the, I'm sorry, it just starts with Access Hollywood. I don't know how anybody could vote for that. That he has the right to move on women in their personal parts.
Because we're done with the pearl clutching, especially young adults.
No. That's pearl clutching? So that's okay.
Absolutely. No, it's not okay, but we call it out.
It's not okay. It's not
No,
okay.
but we call it out.
You agree with me, it's not okay.
No, it's not okay.
Okay, so what he said and what he does and what he announced that he does is not okay with you, but you voted for him anyway.
Yes, because context matters. What year was that? What was that clip? It does matter. It does matter.
Okay, so if you're...
this is where you guys lose the young people's vote.
No, let's
people
tease
like us,
this out.
It doesn't matter.
El Predictor, let's tease this out. So do you have any female relatives, like a little sister? I don't know if you're married.
Yeah, I'm married.
Okay, so if this person or any person announces that they moved on, somebody close to you who's a female, is that okay with you? Yes or no?
No.
It's not. But you voted for that. You did.
Nope, I voted for someone who did that in 2000 what? What year was it?
Does it matter?
It does matter, yes, because people change. Especially as a Catholic, you have to give people grace.
Did he say he changed?
Yes.
Did he apologize?
I don't know about that.
No,
but
he didn't.
Why are people owed an
And not
apology?
only that, he was found liable, and he was found, in fact, by a jury that he had done that to somebody who did not want that in New York. And you still voted for him. I can't wrap my head around that.
Because what happens, I go online and then I see a clip of that woman who accuses him of that, saying that it's like hot or something on a late night show. So then that matters as like we have to.
You took that.
We have to see that.
Wait. Okay. No. Listen. Do you know if she testified in her trial?
I forgot.
She did.
I'll say I don't know.
Okay, so she did. All right, and if you don't believe me, you can look that up. And not only that, a jury listened to her and determined her credibility for hours on a witness stand where she was cross-examined, right? And they thought she was on the level, right? Because that's what juries do, right? Not only that, one of the most potent pieces of evidence in a SA case is outcry witnesses. So the plaintiff in that case, which was her, brought 2 outcry witnesses who testified on the stand and were cross-examined that at the time that she alleged that this happened, that she told them about it. And the jury believed that. So you voted for the person who was found liable by a jury of SA. Because you thought you heard something on a news show about what her attitude is about Schmecks.
Well, it's more than that.
You didn't trust the jury.
I just don't like that. I just don't like she received money as well. She received lots of money from it, and I don't like that because for me, justice is under bars. Not, you know what? You're offering me a settlement. Yeah, sure, I'll take it. Like, no, it should be about justice. It should be him being behind bars. Not, all right, if you pay me out, let's go. Let's drop it.
When somebody defames you, see, it was Donald Trump who defamed her, right? That's what this case was about. She wrote it in a book. What happened to her? Right? She didn't even know
it was even about
no, wait. Her case was for defamation because when she wrote in a book in which she did not mention his name, he, like a blithering idiot, said, "Oh, this must be about me, and I'm going to call her a fool, and I'm going to call her a liar." So she sued him for defamation. That's where this case was centered on. Do you get that?
Yes.
Okay, so anyway, a jury listened to all the evidence, and they made a determination. So if you, as a citizen, and you want to sue somebody for breach of contract, or somebody commits a crime, you rely on jury systems, don't you?
Yes. Wait, say that again?
Well, as a citizen, I'm just asking you, do you think that you would rely on the justice system, the rule of law, to settle your disputes, should you have one?
Yes, I don't trust a jury.
You don't? Okay,
no,
so
all it takes is one.
Okay, so if your home was burglarized, right, and you called the police, right, you'd probably do that, right? You'd call the police.
I'll use my Second Amendment right, but yeah, I'll call the police after.
Right, so you would want that person prosecuted, right?
Yeah.
Who burglarized your home. Yep. And so, and then let's say the police, they do an investigation and they find a suspect, and they tie that suspect to the crime of burglarizing your home. Would you want that suspect prosecuted?
And he didn't do it?
No. That all the evidence points to that, and they have to prove it in court. Would you want that prosecution to go forward?
No.
Why?
Because he didn't do it.
Wouldn't you want that person to receive the justice for burglarizing your home?
No, not if they didn't do it.
No, I said that they did do it.
Oh, yeah, prosecute them.
Right. So what would happen then? They would have to prove that in court beyond a reasonable doubt, wouldn't they?
Yes.
Okay, so you're sitting in court and you have to testify on this case where your home was burglarized,
and you're watching the evidence go in, and they're proving their case, right? And the jury's listening.
Right.
And the jury comes back with a guilty verdict because the prosecution proved their case. Is that okay with you?
Yes, but I still don't like juries.
There's no but. You don't like juries, but you would rely on a jury for justice, for having.
But it doesn't have to be that way. It can also just be common sense. It can be other things, because all it takes is one jury member.
So
I've seen 12 Angry Men. The O.J. Simpson case. All it takes is one, one person to just convince everyone.
So you want that criminal who burglarized your home to go out and do it to other people.
No, we should have a system like CCOT in El Salvador. We should have strong prison systems where these people don't even get out.
Oh, okay. So we should just go ahead and put people there without due process and prosecuting them and proving the case beyond a reasonable doubt.
No, give due process, but we have to give harsher punishments. Like you just said, well, when they get out, it's like, why are we even thinking of that? It should be a long time until they get out.
I didn't say anything about getting out. I didn't say anything about getting out. What are you doing? I didn't say anything about getting out. I'm saying that if somebody is prosecuted and they prove their case and the jury believes that case and they convict that person, then they should serve their time. That's a system that you like, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's bring it back. So when it comes to E. Jean Carroll, right, she availed herself to the justice system, didn't she?
Yep.
And you don't like juries, but you would like the jury of the guy who burglarized your home to be prosecuted and serve his or her time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when it comes to E. Jean Carroll, it's the same thing.
Okay. I'll agree with you.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll agree with you. I just think though, like
juries are important because there's 12 people who are deciding what the facts are, not some fucking news show.
Okay, but have you not seen the movie 12 Angry Men? Like all it takes is one.
Yeah, I love that movie. I love that movie.
Okay, well after I saw that movie and also after being educated about the OJ case, I don't know. It's suspicious.
I'm glad you saw that movie. Okay, OJ. Listen, am I sitting here saying that all juries get it right? I'm absolutely not saying that. There are juries that come back with the wrong verdict, okay? But what I'm saying to you is I think 12 Angry Men is a very instructive case because in that case, the person who was the foreperson of the jury was able to talk to the other jurors to say, let's look at it this way. Let's look at it this way. How about this piece of evidence? How about that piece of evidence? And he was able to prevail to show that maybe that they weren't thinking about it the right way. That's what juries are valuable for.
True. Okay. True.
Okay. Next subject?
No, if I can say something, because you and Mr. Mojo were saying like, he's this, he's that. And I just think in 2016, when I was 16, I heard the exact same dialogue. Like, Trump is this, Trump is racist, Trump is all these things you just said. 10 years, when I was 16, I heard it. I'm 26. My life has completely changed. And you guys still describe this man the same way. And I just think it doesn't work. Because clearly he won president twice. And that's what I mean by pearl clutching. Because, like, you guys can tell us again, like, okay, but he's a felon. He's a rapist. He's a racist. But it's like, there's a reason why we don't care or we know what it is. Like, I don't know. It's just, I think you guys need to work on that because.
I think you need to look at facts. And I'm not going to say what fact I'm talking about, okay? Because I think that sometimes as a person where you're getting thrown a lot of different information, I think you just have to look at what you see and what you hear. And you have to determine what, for example, Trump says.
Okay, give me one example of Trump being racist. because no one can tell me one. Like it's always like it's never a good example.
Oh God, do we have to go down this rabbit hole?
But see, that's what I mean. You should have one. You should have one in the top of your head. Like, oh yeah, I have three to go for you.
I'm not going to sit here and like I don't catalog things. I just look at his behavior and I look at his policies and I look at the things he says. And I do think he's a racist.
Mr. Mojo, do you have something that Trump has said that's racist?
They're not sending their best blood of. They're poisoning the blood.
That's not racist.
Yeah,
The
really?
Haitians are eating the cats and dogs. Sorry.
Cats and dogs, sure.
That's not racist because
it is.
It ended up being. It's not because there's a culture of Haitians eating cats. People from Peru eat.
That is wrong. I'm sorry, but the Haitians do not eat cats and dogs. That does not happen. Haiti is like 94% fucking Christian or some shit like that.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, but when you look at the reason why he said that, right? Why was he doing that? He was trying to gin up people who are racist, like himself, because he's doing this thing, to hate on Haitian people. What did he say about the Somalian people? How about that one? That one was blatant. I mean, do we have to talk about this ugly shit? It's terrible. I mean, the most recent example is how he spoke of Somali people. It's just despicable. Are you on board with that? Did you hear that? Those are his words.
No, those are his words, but as someone of color, of someone who he's talking to as well, we don't feel that way. Like I feel like it's more the white knights trying to feel offended for us, because I think like Trump is he's a comedian. Like he trolls a bit. He's a man of the people, kind of like.
See, this is the bullshit. I mean, this is all the bullshit that you feed into. It's pretty crazy if you ask me. Nothing you're saying right now is true in any way, shape, or form. He's not a comedian. He's not. He's just full of shit. Funny. He's not funny. He's not funny. It's not funny to call women piggy. It's not funny. What is he funny about?
He's funny when like he dances, because he knows what he's doing when he dances like that.
Are you serious? He's like jerking two dudes off, and you think that's fucking funny? No, the guy is just awkward, weird, and stupid. You're laughing at him. You're not laughing with him.
Okay, kind of true, yes. But no, the way he speaks too, like, you should be in jail, like all those classic lines, like.
That's not classic. Who the fuck convinced you that shit's funny?
Hold something from that debate. It's gonna be because you belong in jail or something like that. Or it's him bringing Bill Clinton's victims. It's like, damn, like, we never saw that before. Like, you know what I mean?
So you need to be entertained? Is that what you're saying? So you're saying that entertainment is the reason that you support him?
No,
that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. He's funny, and he brought criminals or victims to a debate. So you want to be entertained?
No, I don't want to be entertained.
Yes.
No, that's why people in the Philippines want Pacquiao to be president, because we have a pattern of these I'm not even smart, bro. We have a pattern of these politicians being corrupt, or we just hate when a politician is too. What do they say? Oh, that's a political answer. We hate that. So what happens when you have someone like Trump, someone new, someone raw, someone like who can relate? That happens. You win president twice. That's why the Philippines. Did you say
something about Michelle Obama recently, Mojo?
No, that was a UFC fighter, and
No, but there was something before that. He posted something that was abhorrent and hideous and despicable about Michelle Obama. Like, that's entertainment to you. Like, you got to look at this. You got to look. I'm sorry, but you got to take a look inside and say, that's not okay. Like, he's not okay. Like, this is not a person who's just decent.
has just common decency. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the what he posted about Michelle Obama. Did she deserve that?
No, she didn't. But he has said that the staff sometimes runs his stuff, and he fires the staff.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Like the buck doesn't stop with him. He's not responsible for himself.
No, he is. That's why he deletes them. He deletes a lot of posts when he's in the wrong, and I think that's taking accountability, to be honest. And when that fighter said that about her, if you notice, there's footage. Trump took off the chain the fighter gave him, and Trump looked disgusted. Even Joe Rogan looked shocked. Like, it was very uncomfortable, and that shouldn't be on Trump.
I disagree.
And you have a side of that, but then I have a side of Trump where when the people who work at the White House lawn, like I'm not, you can fact check me, they're all Latinos, and he shakes. There's in the Spanish news.
So what? What is this tokenism?
He hires my people. He hires my people because he knows we do good jobs in those type of fields. And in the Spanish news, Primer Impacto, Trump always shakes their hands. Always, like, they're taken care of. Like, they're doing so much remodeling, and he hires my people. And then he always has positive things to say about our culture. But I don't like everything he says.
Poisoning the blood. They're poisoning the blood, right?
I don't like that. No. But he has also said that we're hardworking. He has also said in the Shields of America that, like, he loves, like, El Salvador, our leader. Like, he finally invited my president from El Salvador to the White House. We have such a strong relationship with these Latin American countries now. And then also, I'm going to say this last point. He got shot in the ear, and the fact that he doesn't bring that up, I just always, for me, that's someone who has been through trauma, and I'm just, because he's so full of himself, I'll even admit that. But the fact that he doesn't talk about it, that just shows how strong he is, and God bless him, because that's like so many attempts.
He talks about everything that's ever happened to him in his entire fucking lifetime.
He doesn't talk about him getting shot in the ear. Never.
I understand. Do you think there might be a reason why?
Because he's a survivor.
That is so laughable.
Why do you think?
You know why
I think it was because it was fake.
Oh, now you're saying the conspiracy theorist, right? But you're not crazy, right?
No, not.
See how that works, though? But see how that works?
Here's the thing.
Now you're the cuckoo head. But I'm not going to call you that.
Well,
listen.
Donald Trump is a narcissist. He loves talking about himself. And this is the one occasion where he doesn't want to talk about himself, where he doesn't want to make himself out to be a hero, where he doesn't want to say, they took a shot at me, they almost killed me, blah, blah, blah. This would be something that he would run on. This would be something that he'd be talking about all the time. He'd use it to shut down people when they were asking him questions. He would use it on a regular basis, but he doesn't use it. There's only one reason that he's not going to use it.
Why?
It's not because he's a victim. He's never felt like a victim his entire fucking life. The only reason is because he set the whole fucking thing up, and he doesn't want to bring it up again because he knows it's indefensible. He was never shot in the ear. There's nothing wrong with his fucking ear.
You can see the scars.
No, you can't.
It's so obvious.
I listened to a podcast called Full Send.
This is the problem. You listen to a fucking podcast. Stop listening to fucking podcasts.
It's the way young people consume news, and
I know that's the fucking problem.
You're kind of a podcast, Mr. Mojo. What are you talking about?
I don't expect anybody to believe what I say and go fucking vote based on what I say. I mean,
but
sure.
What happens with your chat though when you start speaking, right? And that's respect. People start saying W Mojo. He's speaking facts, and they probably, Mr. Mojo, no offense, but like earlier. Oh, that was against Trump, the question, the leaked. These people in your chat are like, oh yeah, yep, Mr. Mojo fact checked them. Sounds good. But then I fact checked you and I was right.
I said I was like 90% sure.
Believe me. They'll still be
I
like,
said
yeah,
I was
whatever.
again. I said I was like 90% sure, and you decided to go look it up. That's fine. Either way, Donna Brazile is not the DNC, and she also worked for CNN at the time, by the way. So she did get the questions.
She did it for herself.
I obviously, right? She quit, and that was the end of the story. You're suggesting something that exists that doesn't exist. It was one person that did this, and it was one person that happened to be good friends with Hillary Clinton.
With your logic,
and it was specifically a question about Flint. You don't think Hillary Clinton already had her answer down pat on Flint, Michigan? Come on.
No.
This whole thing is stupid.
No, because what did Obama do? I didn't think I was... What did he say? I didn't plan this. I swear, does someone have a glass of water for me? I'm thirsty. I'm not even joking. Does someone have a glass of water? It's like, that's
I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea. I don't know why the fuck you...
Flint, Michigan,
wait, hold on. We're not talking about Obama.
These people are performative. They're fake.
And yet you think Donald Trump doesn't bitch about his ear on a regular basis and use it to validate himself?
I've never heard him bring up his ear, and
I know.
I don't think. Okay, hear me out. There was a fireman, rest in peace, who killed him, who died. So that was part of the plan.
I don't think it happened.
Oh man.
I don't think anybody died.
I think it was so obviously didn't happen.
Wow.
And there was no investigation. This was so telling. I mean, do you remember a press conference at a hospital where he would have been rushed to, which he wasn't, after the incident? No, you don't. You don't remember that because he was not rushed to a hospital. I don't think he was. And even if he was, there was no, like when Reagan, this happened with Reagan, he went to GW Hospital, the doctors came out, and they said this, that, and the other thing. We were able to save Reagan. None of that ever happened. I think that's so interesting. And he was playing golf the next day, so.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I just wanted to...
Good afternoon in my land.
Oh, yes. I'm on the west coast of America.
Gotcha.
I think that's a great point. Like, where are the medical records? Mm-hmm. It seems like Trump has the big ego. He's the type of guy that would be like, show them the records. Show that I got attacked.
What?
You know?
Buddy, my point is that he has such a big ego that I agree with, that he doesn't talk about it. F the x-rays.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem.
Talk about it every day.
I do, and he's not. So why isn't he?
Because he has trauma. He's a survivor.
No, he doesn't have trauma. He doesn't have trauma about anything.
He was about to get shot in the head live on TV. And like, oh yeah,
Mojo,
you know,
is this guy a real person? Mojo, is this guy a real person?
He's a predictor.
Sometimes it's hard to tell if like we're talking to a MAGA person or like a parody account. Like, it seems like Trump is the kind of guy, unless it's something that's can incriminate him, right? He's the type of guy that wants to show off as much as possible. Like, he was bragging about the so-called cognitive test. I don't know if you recall that, or if you're going to engage. What do you think about that, Mr. Presidente guy?
Yeah, those results were good, and I'm proud he's healthy.
They showed me a TV, and I said it was a TV, and nobody's ever done as good as I've done on this fucking test.
Because he knows his supporters will believe everything he says and say wow, the TV, see?
No, we don't. We call him out when he spoke against the Pope. We ask questions about his hands. We don't accuse him, but we're like, what's wrong with his hands? And then what happens? His hands are fine.
Can you explain to me? Sorry, go ahead. Can you explain to me how the Christian right didn't just abandon this guy after he posted himself as Jesus Christ himself? Because
those aren't Christians. There's lots of people who are KKK coneheads who are Christians and vote Trump. And I'll admit that. There's different groups of people who vote Trump. So those people who you're being anti-Christian, by the way, those people, they're not true Christians.
Are you?
Yes, I'm a Catholic.
Then how could you possibly support him after that?
What do you mean? Because he took accountability. He
took accountability for what?
Post that he offended the Pope and also represented himself as Jesus.
Yeah, there you go. Represented himself as Jesus. He didn't take accountability for that. He says there's no way anybody can believe that I was Jesus in that picture. I was just a doctor.
Yes, and he's speaking to the people who are the coneheads. To be honest, he has to pander towards everyone, just like the left does.
So he panders?
Yes, just like the left does with the radical left. Do you know how much radical left people they are who are, I'm not even white, who are against white people, who are like anti-white? And then these radical left politicians are like, yeah, go ahead. It's the same as Trump, where he's acknowledging these KKK people who vote for him. He's pandering towards them because he needs their vote. But then the next second, what does he say? Mark Levin calls him a Jew, and he's a Zionist. No one talks about Ivanka Trump converting to Judaism. No one talks about even Donald Trump being a Jew recently. Mark Levin literally said, "You're a Jew president twice." And he said, yes, it's true. He's not a Christian. Trump is not a Christian anymore. He's a Jew.
You think?
Yes, just like his daughter.
This is so fucking stupid. What the fuck?
Mr. Mojo, did Mark Levin call him a Jew, yes or no?
Nah, dude, this ain't a real guy, right?
No,
this is like a parody account.
Are you going to answer
ain't
for
no
him?
way this guy.
Then you answer for me. Did Mark Levin call him a Jew during that Hanukkah celebration? Yes or no?
Nah, dude.
Just say yes or no. What do you mean? What if I called you a Jew? Are you just going to be like, yeah, it's true?
What are you even talking about? That's what I'm.
You don't even know what I'm saying.
Like,
Mark Levin.
Yeah, what are you saying, bro? Like, what is this about?
You can look this up. I can talk slower. English is not my first language. Mark Levin called Trump a Jew and said our second term Jew president. And Donald Trump said, yes, it's true. It's true. And Ivanka Trump is a Jew as well now because of her husband or something.
What's the relevance of this? Somebody just circle me back because I
maybe the person next to you started being anti-Christian and started saying, and then also Mojo started saying, how did the Christians still support Trump? Christians are calling out Trump because Trump is not even Christian anymore.
So why are you voting for him? I don't understand. This is like really
You're pivoting, but whatever.
I'm not pivoting. I'm just trying to follow your logic. There's no logic.
El Presidente, do you be smoking some stuff? Are you in a state where it's legal to, take edibles and stuff like that? Like, are you in Colorado, or I'm just curious?
Right, I'm in Colorado.
Oh. Well, shout out to Mojo.
I'm just wondering, Colorado, me and Mr. Mojo sometimes take before a Broncos game sometimes.
Oh, okay. There you go. Based. Anyways, I just wanted to say that I think.
How come no one answered me then? Like, I'm not trying to be weird or I got you.
But
how
what
come
you're
no one
talking
addresses
about
that
is
though?
insane, though. I'm just trying to say. I'm trying to say that his cult followers are absurd, and they're even going against their own religious principles if they're willing to continue to support a man who was blasphemous, at least according to their religion. And it's a sad thing. I think the fact that anybody would even still support him when he had to fix this mess that he created. He created this whole Iran situation by pulling out of the JCPOA, and now we're paying for it. We're paying for it dearly. And, Republicans were claiming this guy was going to be great on the budget and fiscally responsible and blah, blah, blah. And he hasn't come through. He hasn't come through with his promises, and I think the guy's he's a charlatan, man, and that's my take, man.
And I'll respond to you that when he says that he didn't do blasphemy, hear me out, we have to take his word for it. Because as Catholics, as Christians, I don't think you are, but as Christians and Catholics, we have to take his word. But that doesn't mean it's true, because what happens You can judge, we can judge, but the true judge is the Lord, the man upstairs. That's who's gonna on Judgment Day. That's who's gonna really know the truth. So we can judge him all we want, we can believe what we want, blah blah blah. But the man upstairs is really gonna judge all of us, and he loves all of us. And I think he's gonna know the truth if that was truly blasphemy, which you can't do at all. But we have to take his word if he says he didn't do it.
He's trying to usurp the Pope, right? Like he trolls the Pope, which is
horrible.
Yeah, it is horrible.
And you probably don't know this, but he's against a lot of Catholic churches in the West. He's trying to take down so much Catholic churches in El Paso, Texas. But no one brings that up. No one cares. It's only Jews. It's only anti-Semitism.
Why is he trying to take down the Pope?
But what?
Why is he trying to take down the Pope? I don't
Maybe
care.
because the Pope is not a Zionist.
You say that he's trying to, take down Catholic churches in Texas.
He is. He took down a Catholic church in El Paso, Texas. Why do you
support him trying to take down the Pope?
Because I don't. I'm against that.
You can't have it both ways.
No, I can, because we call him out, and it's up to him to either own up to it or not. And so far, he's stopped. He knows his place. He knows not to mess with the Pope. He knows not to mess with Catholics, because he stopped. But if he kept continuing, you know where it was shifting to. We're out of here. We're gonna sabotage the Republicans. You don't mess with the Pope.
Okay, so all these things that you admit that he's done, you just forgive him for, right? So when he says he can grab a woman by the private parts, and when he's found liable for SA by a jury system that you said you support, and that he, tries to usurp the Pope, he's forgiven for all of that. That has nothing to do with his moral character, in your opinion. He's just we have to support him, and we're going to support him. That's who you are.
Well, no, because if I were to do that, I wouldn't vote for anyone, because all these people are horrible.
It's the both sides argument.
It's not both sides. We only have two options in this country. We're going to waste our time and vote independent. We have two options only, and that's going to be a fact for the rest of our lives. And then what? I'm being educated. I'm going to vote for a woman who, what was it, Benghazi? I'm being educated about it right now, and that's so horrible what happened in Benghazi. So am I going to judge her on that?
Oh my God.
People forgive her. So then what happened with Biden?
Did she run for president
and also the Ukraine stuff. I can judge him.
President in 2024, Hillary Clinton?
No, but she ran against Trump the first time.
Okay, so why are we talking about that?
Because I want to, and I'm going to bring it up because it's relevant. Because these are all Trump's opponents. So at the time, when these people are given two options, should I vote Trump? Oh, but he said grab her by the kitty. Or should I vote Hillary, who did Benghazi in the emails? Who should I vote? Or in Pizzagate, who should I vote for at the time?
So you picked a convicted felon, let's get this straight, over the person who was not convicted of felons or grabbing women or grabbing.
So we have to wait for a conviction
or assaulting.
You don't believe in Pizzagate?
So no, I'm not talking about Hillary Clinton. I'm talking about the 2024 election where you opted for a convicted felon over someone who doesn't have criminal convictions.
But she should have. She should have been convicted felon. She did so much horrible things to black men in California. I'm being educated about that as well. I did my own research. Mrs. Harris did horrible things to black men in California. Harsh punishments.
Oh, and what was that? What was it that she did as a prosecutor? Can you name one thing that she did? You said you were being educated. Please educate me today.
Yeah, being educated. So if I'm a bit ignorant, I'll own up to it. I don't have pride. But what I know is that's fine. Are you gonna let me speak?
Sir. Yeah, I asked you to please.
Don't you ever let a woman finish?
What?
It's funny. I like saying that one.
Oh, this is perfection. Hey, Tennis. Anyway, yeah, okay. I want you to educate me. That's what I want you to do.
I can try, but I'm still getting educated right now. That's what's beautiful about internet.
Well, just
we can
tell me
look this up, and the internet doesn't erase history. So what I know is that she did horrible things to black men in California. Bad things. And if you want, I can look up one example right now because I forgot. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
We'd
Come
like
on.
to hear what that is.
I want to know what it is too.
While he's Googling, because he obviously did not do any real research.
Right.
And I'm sure half the time when MAGA people say, I did research, it's like they watch some YouTuber say toe a line or something.
Or they ask some simple, vague question to Chat GPT, you know, like whatever it is. Come on, I'm ready for it today.
It's laughable that these MAGAs would pretend to care about how the unfair treatment of black men by the justice system when they supported, Charlie Kirk basically spewing anti-black propaganda and basically smearing black people as the biggest criminals in America and that they have a problem.
Revolution. Let's not forget just this guy, right? Whatever the hell his name is, has just spewed.
Yeah, I have it ready.
Okay, hold on one second. Hold on one second, sir, because I requested up when you are obviously really teacupped already. Damn.
I'm still listening to you. Okay. I'm giving you attention. Don't worry. I'm just writing down my what I'm going to say.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I was needing attention, but you know what? I might be a little manic. So, yeah, give me some attention today because I'm a woman.
Yeah, I am. Because earlier you said I'm ready for it. So I'll entertain you and I'll give you fake dopamine on a debate here. So I have a source here, Kevin Cooper.
This is going to be
blocked evidence for now if someone's having a fake power trip with me. See how I get muted when I speak facts? And I'm not even good at this.
I'm not a moderator here.
I didn't mute
Kevin
you.
Cooper. No, I know you didn't. Ahmad muted me.
Probably. Hold on.
Hold
on. Don't mute him.
So Kevin Cooper got evidence blocked when he was on death trial. Miss Harris blocked evidence, and I have a source here for that. So that's one thing. And for me, that's one. That's too many.
Okay.
One is that's horrible, and I can bring up way many more.
Wait, let him respond. No, let him finish.
That's all. That's all.
I wanted to respond to that real quick. Let's talk about. I just wanted to bring something that I did look up about her record as a prosecutor, and that case, it's irrelevant because overall she did a lot of good things for a lot of people. So, for example, she actually made sure to go after some of the big banks that were engaged in predatory lending. Now, that is something that I don't know. Maybe Republicans like to pretend didn't happen. But isn't it funny that they try to cherry pick different parts of her career and they forget to mention the good things she did, like go after some of the so-called too big to fail banks as an example. Not only that, but they also make up lies about her career, trying to say that she slept her way to the top, and they have no evidence for that. So I would
didn't bring that up, bro. Why are you talking?
Wait, hold on, man. I'm gonna land my plane. I'm just saying that you pointed out some isolated thing that doesn't necessarily prove anything about why she might have blocked the evidence or something. That has nothing to do with her overall career as a prosecutor, which was a positive thing. And she's done way more good.
Do you even know what my claim
was? For example, protecting. Hey, I'll land the plane. I promise you, bro. I promise you I'll land the plane. I promise you I'm gonna land the plane, bro. Holy smokes, man. This isn't just chill. All I'm saying is that her protecting consumers, that's a A+. When will they acknowledge the good things she did as a prosecutor?
So I'm not gonna talk a lot like you. So real quick, I'm gonna keep it real. So you will say what you just said to me to Kevin Cooper's family? Straight up?
Okay, so if I could respond to that?
Let him answer.
All right.
Let him be a man.
I'll go next.
Don't enable soft men. That's what's wrong with us. Lots of women wear the pants.
The problem is you're just making an emotional argument.
I'm not.
And you're not looking at the case.
Claim,
hold up, but you're making an emotional argument because you're trying to say that she wasn't a good prosecutor.
The person next to you was saying that I shouldn't vote for someone because he said grab her by the kitty.
You're saying let me finish and then you interrupt the moment I get 30 seconds.
You interrupted me.
I'm just gonna yield the floor.
Let me land my plane.
I'm gonna yield the floor to Tena's love. because
So, yeah, I wanted to speak on this case because this is your this is your carrot, right?
No, it's not.
Oh,
No, it's
let me-
not.
let me-
Hey,
I just
stop.
looked up
let
one
me-
Stop.
quickly.
Hey, Predictor.
My bad.
I know
From
you're
what I
surrounded here.
understand about that case, she was not the lead prosecutor. I think she was the attorney general. And you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but back at the time that everybody was talking about this, I did do some reading about this. My husband was a Brooklyn prosecutor, so I know a little bit about how prosecution offices work. The attorney, the head, each district attorney's office has a attorney general, like that is leading. She wasn't the prosecutor trying the case. She was the overseeing prosecutor of prosecutors. So the prosecuting attorney on the case may have made a mistake or done something nefarious. It doesn't mean necessarily that she wasn't the one in the trial doing this. So I don't think you really have.
Yeah, I have a response to you already.
Okay, go ahead.
And
I'll listen. I'm listening.
Yeah, I know you're a lawyer too, so you're gonna either correct me or. So let me see this. It's Google, like the guy.
She wasn't the lead prosecutor.
I just wanted to say, of course, he had to respond.
Under Harris' tenure.
Oh, Jesus.
Shout out to the king. Under Harris' tenure, Mrs. Harris refused advanced DNA sampling, which would have freed him. And for me, like you blame, let's just say Trump when the staff is posting something on Truth Social. For me, Mrs. Harris needs to take accountability, even if she's the attorney general or whatever you want to say. Her hands are not clean, and the fact that she refused DNA, advanced DNA, is very sad. And this is why lots of black men stay silent, because like the person next to you didn't answer. I asked him, would you say that to Kevin Cooper's family? And he didn't even say anything. He stayed quiet. You answered for him.
Oh, okay, so
Very sad.
again, I'm gonna.
Hey. Go ahead, Tash.
Okay, I'm going to circle back to when you are a prosecutor on a case, you are responsible for that case, right? And to what extent that advanced DNA came into evidence or did not. There's a lot of reasons why DNA may not come in. It may have been compromised, right? You don't know the laws of evidence. I mean, not all evidence makes it before a jury. It just doesn't, because it may be inauthentic. It may not have survived the authenticity test. So for you to pin that on the person who's at the helm of the many prosecutors that she oversees is just not sufficient to say that she is to blame for, she wasn't the lead prosecutor.
Oh, yeah? Well, I have a source where she takes accountability and says that it was on her.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Wow.
I've never heard that.
A good leader, by the way, would say the buck stops here. That's generally
I
what a
have
good
the
leader would
Washington
say.
I understand that.
I have
Wait,
the
but
Washington
before
Post.
before we do this, before we do this, I have a question for you. How did you hear about this? Do you remember? Yeah. Do you remember how you heard about this?
Yes. I was always a Democrat, and out of nowhere, I thought they were going to do a primary, but then they didn't, and they pushed Miss Harris. So I said, okay, sounds good, Mrs. Harris. And at first, I'm like, is she going to be the same as Biden? I hope not. But then what happens is I start looking up Mrs. Harris. I say Mrs. Harris because I don't even know how to say her first name. Like,
Okay,
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
care.
be rude.
I don't care.
So I'll keep it short. So when I start looking up Mrs. Harris, there's many articles of good things she has done, but then when you dig deep, there's negative things she has done.
And where did you find this article? Where did you find this article about this particular case? Do you remember?
No, it was a while ago. If I had to remember,
I'd be willing
AP News. I like Washington
No,
Post.
it wouldn't be on. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be on. It wouldn't be on AP News. It wouldn't be on AP News. It was somebody. Wait, hold on. Stop. Jesus fucking Christ. What I'm going to tell you is that you heard it from a fucking Twitter post, or you heard it from a fucking podcast or some shit like that. because the only reason that you heard about it in the first place was because some Republican decided Harris is a dangerous person to run against. As a matter of fact, Turd Blossom, the guy that worked for W. Bush, he had said that she is the most dangerous presidential candidate that we've ever seen, that Republicans have ever seen. So they were going after her, and they had all this information collected on her ahead of time. And when she became the candidate, they just started releasing shit out into the public. This isn't something that you would be interested in. You would never have been interested in this. If this showed up in the newspaper today, you wouldn't read it. You'd see the headline, you wouldn't fucking read it. The only reason you read it is because somebody told you had to read it because it's Harris. And I think that's bullshit.
No, what I will say to you is it was the New York Post maybe that I saw it, or I think it's called Rebel News. And okay, let's just say you're right, Mr. Mojo. I heard it on a podcast or X post. Does it matter where it came from if it's a fact? Because you despise podcasts already. So for you, you're already like, man, dude. You already...
I'm telling you it does matter because this is all it's propaganda is what it is.
It's not propaganda if it's facts, and I have my own opinion. There was no propaganda. This is facts of her mistreating black men in California, giving them so unrealistic, harsh punishments. That's it. So like,
all right, this was one particular case without full information about the case. No, it's not one of many. Yeah, go ahead, bring many more then.
Can I say
okay, sounds good.
I've really been trying to stay quiet and give you your space, right? It is Men's Mental Health Month, and I think that we should all pray to his sky daddy that he does get some peace and maybe touches ground for a little while and gets off of some of these podcasts. I don't know what kind of...
Stop being anti-Christian.
Okay. So I would say that maybe some of the
because you wouldn't make fun of the Jews like that.
Okay. So I'm not going to make fun of any religions, but what I'm going to tell you here is...
You just said Sky Daddy.
Okay. So, sir, you do understand. You are the one that made the statement about extreme leftism, right? And extreme radicalism on both sides of the pendulum. And you don't think that you're swinging there right now? Or with whatever propaganda that you are absorbing in regards to Trump being Jewish, to one story that you've heard somewhere on some podcast or maybe read on X because you're not sure in regards to where you actually absorbed this information related to why she wasn't a good prosecutor, or maybe or whatever it is, right? Whatever reason you chose to not vote for, as you said, Mrs. Harris, right? So you don't think that maybe you're being a tad bit extreme?
No, because maybe you joined late. I didn't bring up podcasts. These people, I don't care if these people keep bringing up podcasts.
I just heard you say.
Wait, hold on.
I heard you say that.
You can interrupt me. I try not to interrupt anyone.
You interrupt everybody. Stop.
I was about to say sorry if I interrupted anyone. So my response to you is these people didn't address what I said. I didn't bring up any podcast. I said that Trump is a Jew because Mark Levin turned around and said in front of everyone, you are a Jew president twice, our second term Jew president. And then Trump said, yes, it's true. Yes, it's true. Now, and I also said Ivanka Trump converted to a Jew. And that's a fact too. So this is not podcast. This is not propaganda. Okay. This is right in front of me. And that's a fact. He's going against the Pope, and he's not a Christian, and he's attacking Catholic churches. So for me, he's a Jew.
Okay, I'm trying to speak. I'm pretty sure that I have been very kind and stayed muted and let you talk a lot, right, since I came up here. And I'm asking you one more time, why does it matter if he's a Jew or if he is a Christian? Why does that matter?
Because there's clearly an anti-Christian agenda, and it's clearly that he's a Zionist pig. Clearly, because he doesn't acknowledge the genocide of Palestine that I got educated about, and we're clearly overseas for Israel, where I got educated up in this panel about.
Sir,
so there's clearly something going on here. Jared Kushner? We all forget what was Epstein's religion. Is it true that Epstein worked for the IDF? We all forget about this. We all forget about this ring.
You are focusing your attention on things that do not make a damn difference.
And they said the same thing to Malcolm X.
Sir, it doesn't matter what religion he identifies in, right? We can look at Palestine. We can look at the genocide that's going on in Ukraine right now. You don't want to discuss that. Obviously, you think that we shouldn't give money to Ukraine. We should let these people just continue to be fucking buffers.
No, because it matters the religion. Because if you look into the Jews, they wanted to build a third temple. And I think someone can be more smarter than me about this, but that's bad if they build a third temple. And they're trying to take world dominance and they're trying to spread their Judaism and all that. That's what he is now.
You are connecting dots that don't align.
No, they all align. He moved the base to, where was it, Jerusalem? Right?
It was the embassy.
The embassy, sorry. And what did he say recently? He stopped saying, I'm going to run the third term. He stopped saying, let's go Vance, because I think he's shifting to Rubio. What he's saying is, if I ran in Israel, I would win. I would win the Israel vote. That's a fucking Zionist, and that's a fucking Jew.
Okay, you know what else he also said? That Cuba is next, and if I want it, I'm going to take it. So why don't we acknowledge the fact that Trump worships no one but himself? And also, might I mention...
He pulls the chair for Bibi. No other human.
No,
he only pulls the chair for Bibi.
No, bullshit. He only pulls the chair for himself.
Who else did he pull the chair for?
Himself. He worries about no one but himself.
So if there was another human, who was it? Who was the other human he pulled a chair for?
There is no other human, sir.
I can bring up a picture of him pulling the chair for Bibi.
He cares
like the
about
bitch he is.
no...
Good boy.
Oh
good boy. Good boy.
Okay. All right. I agree with JD on this. So is Trump Cuban then? Because in all this rhetoric that you have spewed right now, he must be Cuban as well, right?
Nope. Because he says the dumb shit about that with Canada, our 51st state. So I'm not going to pay attention to dumb stuff like that he's going to take Cuba. And if he is, hopefully we colonize it like Puerto Rico.
Then what about Venezuela? What about Greenland? I mean, you are literally grasping at straws trying to fit a peg.
I'm not. You pivot the conversation because you know where it was heading. And I don't even care about winning. You said I'm ready for it. You wanted this cheap dopamine, but I'm here for actually calling out shit.
I'm not calling out any shit, sir. I really think you need to touch ground.
I'm literally going to touch grass later. I don't need to touch ground.
Good, man. Maybe go outside once in a while.
Yes, good.
Yeah, do that while not responding to anything I said.
Put the phone down.
Oh man, hold on. Let me address this real quick.
Please, you haven't addressed anything, bro.
So saying some.
Oh,
bro,
you're
interrupting, man.
You're interrupting. My bad.
Now, are you actually? Actually, let me ask you something, bro. Like for real, are you? Who do you vote for? Are you an independent?
Wait, stop! Why is everybody interrupting?
The plane crashed already.
Okay.
Never forget.
So asking me what I would tell somebody's family is absurd. Like it's just an emotion. It's just an appeal to emotions. It's not addressing the issue. And what I'm defending is Kamala Harris's career as a prosecutor, not how she did on an individual case. And that's the thing, is that overall she did a lot of good things, and I'm just citing her going after the big banks because there was a lot of crazy things that were going on in the financial system which caused a crash. And I think it was a good thing for her to go after predatory lending, or at least in some fashion. Was it going to fix a systemic issue with the financial system? No. But these are things that are often overlooked by the right-wing crowd. And when we're comparing, who we're going to choose as our leader, I think I'd rather choose somebody that was a professional that has, the qualifications to lead a country. And that person to me was Kamala. And it most definitely wasn't, the hustler and scammer Donald Trump.
I don't know why we're still talking about Harris. The only reason we were talking about her in the first place is because you think Gavin Newsom's going to be the candidate.
No, it's because Miss Tennis Love said you voted for a man and because you're judging his character, his this, and then I said, if that was the case, I would judge everyone.
I'm sorry. This started with Gavin Newsom. That's why you're talking about presidential candidates, and you insist that Gavin Newsom's going to be the president, and then you started bitching about Hillary Clinton, and then you started bitching about Bernie, and then you started bitching about all kinds of other stuff. So I don't know. Harris.
I'm curious. Like, did he give a reason, and did I miss? What was the reason that you voted for Trump, sir?
Because I was tired of the low standard of the treatment of Latinos that the Democrat were giving us. They weren't going to abolish ICE. Ms. Harris did not acknowledge Latinos, and she wasn't going to change anything about immigration.
Okay.
And
So
she
how
was
do
going
you
to
feel-
she would deport more people right now than Trump right now.
Okay, so Trump isn't deporting anyone, right? He's just enslaving.
Beautiful. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for the reminder.
So you like the fact that they're being held in concentration camps?
That's actually disrespectful to Jews, to the 300,000 of them or whatever. They're not in concentration camps. And just start victimizing us.
Did you just say that 300,000 of them or whatever? Are you talking about Jews?
Are you and we're only saying 300,000? And why are you assuming my ethnicity? I'm confused.
Wait, I want to hear the first thing first. Are you talking about Jews when you say 300,000?
No, I'm kind of. There was way
Are you
more
fucking
victims than just
serious? Are you fucking serious? That's crazy.
So now you're in. It's Holocaust denial. Is that where we're at?
No, I'm
now
not.
in the discussion?
That's exactly what you just did. You just did a Holocaust denial.
I visited a Holocaust museum. I'm planning on one day going.
Did a Holocaust denial. You just denied the Holocaust
We can't
happened.
just go. We can't.
No, I just don't. I don't. It doesn't make sense.
You just denied the Holocaust. You were now arguing
did.
that the Holocaust didn't happen.
I did. It happened. What I question is there wasn't even 3 million Jews at the time there. So the math ain't math.
Here we go. Here we go.
This is crazy. Okay,
I'm saying it was real.
I don't even.
Like,
I don't
you guys
even.
are just
I don't.
putting words
I don't
in my
even want you to vote for Democrats. To tell you the honest truth. Fuck you. You're disgusting.
Why can't we
You're
question
fucking disgusting.
that?
You're disgusting.
Why are you protecting them?
You're disgusting.
The only thing we can't.
You are
question is
disgusting.
Ridiculous.
You are disgusting.
It's funny because you tried to seem like you were defending Jewish people, but you just ended up exposing yourself as being anti-Semitic.
I'm not anti-Semitic because Semitic
You absolutely
is
are.
people
You
from
don't
that
think,
region.
Hold on.
I'm like
Can I
anti-Arab.
speak?
I was like
speak?
anti-Arab.
Can I speak?
My
Thank
bad.
you. You don't think that you're diluting and this is the reason why I requested up, because you're absolutely diluting the fact that the entire country is, and explicitly, MAGA is becoming completely anti-Semitic because of this whole Zionism right now. And also because of this extreme Christianity that we have going on right now. And you fall right into that, dude. Like, you really have got to get off of the internet. Please, dear God. If there's one thing that really is working very, very well, it's Russian propaganda, right?
That label you just called me, did they call Malcolm X that same label?
What label did I give you, sir?
Anti-Semite.
What label?
Anti-Semite. Did they call Malcolm X an anti-Semite?
What you're doing is perpetuating
what I
an
did,
idea.
Malcolm
You're
X did.
diluting. You are diluting.
So is that what Malcolm X did?
Actually going on? It's a complete conquer and divide, sir. And you.
No, what I said.
Okay.
Malcolm X has
I
said.
have nothing else to say. Oh my God.
Yeah, don't answer me.
Sir, we're not here to debate Malcolm X. You're the one that. Well, do you even know the official historical number of how many Jews were killed by fascists during the 20th century?
Overall, no. I know that it's 3 million, right? And they say it's 3 million.
Try 6 million. So when you go from 6 million to 300,000, you're kind of making a political statement, and you can't just.
So where were the 6 million Jews at?
Hold up, bro.
Where were they living?
Like, damn, dude. This is why, bro, it's so hard to debate the right sometimes, because you guys got to just wait your turn a second.
No,
I'm
we
just
get
saying
all
that when you
interrupted
go
here.
from
Stop.
when
Just
you
stop.
go from
Just
six,
stop.
My bad.
when you're going from 6 million to less than 500,000, you're making a political statement.
Didn't he
And
say 300,000?
yeah, he said 300,000, right? Yeah, so way under 500,000. So you can't just basically be in denial of what historians have laid out and just like we can't just move past that. You're trying to change the narrative. In my opinion, it's a way for like essentially Yahtzees to try to change history, try to make their movement look in a better light. But the reality is that I don't think you've done any historical research to even question something like that. And I just want to say, bro, like it's ridiculous. So.
Wait, if I can respond to you, I'm gonna do more research after this because I don't want to be ignorant and I don't want to be misinformed. But you worded it perfectly. I forget how you said it, but these scholars, or what did you say? These people who tell us these numbers, how did you say it?
Sir,
We used the word historians.
You're denying the experts, people that have actually done the historical research, and World War II is well documented. This isn't something like ancient Greek history.
If I can respond, hear me out. Those same people denied those same people that we're supposed to believe, they're right now denying the genocide of Palestine. So if I can see,
no, they're not.
If I can respond, please,
okay.
please. I don't want to be interrupted. Please, just 5 more seconds.
You're denying the genocide that's currently occurring as well in Ukraine.
No, I'm not. I don't care about Ukraine, to be honest.
Stop.
No, I didn't. Can I finish my point, please?
Yes, please do.
Okay. If I can see in 4K with my own eyes what happened in Gaza, and these historic people who confirmed the Holocaust numbers are the same people denying a genocide in Israel, how am I supposed to believe I'm gonna be educated about it. I'm not a denier, but how am I supposed to believe 6 million, but they're also the same ones denying a genocide of Palestinians?
Because census backs it up.
Yeah.
Hold on one moment, please. So, El Predictor, I'm assuming that you know what a census is, right? Like counting of the people. El Predictor.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so at the time, before World War II and before World War I, most of the European countries did a census already, and they included like ethnicity and religion and all that stuff in the census. So you had to fill out exactly who you are, and that means that we knew how many Jews there were. That total amount is roughly 16 million. After the war, when the census happened again, the total count of the census in terms of Jews was only roughly 11 million. I should say, what is it? I think it was close to 17 million, but I remember the 16, so it's like 16 point something. But so that in and of itself backs up the numbers that historians bring up when they look at, what the Nazis wrote down in terms of how they were managing the concentration camps, etc., etc. So it's not just the historians. Census backs it up.
Oh, you don't want to address the historians about the refusal of the genocide of Palestinians, and they're backing up your claim of the 16 million, those same people? They're not being consistent, right?
They are being consistent because most of them have, a lot of the historians that did stuff on World War II may not be around anymore as far as I know. But what I am saying is that there are quite a few historians and like people who study genocide that have absolutely said that Gaza is being genocided. So I don't really know or understand your claim. If you can bring me names of historians that have switched their position.
It's an official group of Israel, or I don't know what the official. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna sound very. I'm just gonna say I know it's easier to look up the proper whatever, but it's the people who are official in the whole Holocaust thing. It's the official people They're the ones who confirmed the number you're probably saying. But those same people refuse the genocide of Palestinians. They're saying that it wasn't a genocide.
Oh my God!
Yeah, and unless you give me names, I don't know which.
Do you acknowledge a genocide?
Hold on, sir. Listen,
wait, Ella, do you acknowledge a genocide of Palestinians?
Absolutely, and most historians do as well. So
Then
I don't. That's why I said,
like,
unless you give me names, I don't know who the people are that you're talking about.
Yeah. So I just wanted to say a couple things. Now, first of all, there is a such thing as experts, right? And to just try to claim that the people that had expertise about what happened in World War II, that people that are of like a, I don't know, comparable position in modern times are denying, for example, war crimes occurring in the Middle East and specifically in Israel. I think that is such a absurd claim. Anybody that has done any real research, like journalists at, very, very top news agencies, etc. There's no denial of some of the things. Is there some debate on whether it's a genocide in some circles? Absolutely. But to pretend like everybody's just like okay with like the civilians that have been attacked, etc. Like that's just such a denial of reality. Like I can't even, like, I don't even know how to address this guy. This is why I kind of is he just a troll?
Then
don't.
But I feel like at this point, he's
you
just
keep saying that. Like, what the hell?
Hold on. Because I'm going to say this again. I feel like he's just hyper focusing on one monstrosity, right? That is going on when we know there's multiple things that are existing. Also, discrediting the fact that that other countries were involved previously. I mean, he's been all over the place, right? And nobody is discrediting anything that's happened in regards to Palestine. I don't know. I can't even wrap my head around what's going on right now.
Well, I just want to address
Yes, I agree.
So, have you been to the Holocaust Museum, El Predictor?
You said what?
Have you been to the Holocaust Museum?
Yeah, I've been to the Toronto Holocaust Museum.
Have you been to the Washington, D.C. Holocaust Museum?
No, I'm going now. I'm going soon because it's safe now, Washington, D.C. But back then, I didn't feel comfortable, me and my wife, going there.
Okay, so I've been there. So the documentation is aplenty. And if you know anything about the Nuremberg trials, the numbers and the documentation was adduced at those trials for which those atrocities were prosecuted. And there's so many accounts of soldiers going into the camps after France was liberated, and they liberated the camps, and all the documentation is there. So for you to cast any doubt on it is despicable.
No, I didn't have doubt. I'm just saying that I just fact checked Ella, right? Like right now, I'm not a denier. I'm just saying she brought up a census, right? Ella, are you talking about the World Almanac?
No, what the census
That's okay. So the World Almanac.
The United States of America does a census.
Hold on, can you not interrupt, please? Can you not interrupt, please?
You asked me a question and I answered it.
Exactly, and after you answered, I want to continue. So the World Almanac is the official census of, I guess, Europe or Israel at the time. So in 1949, it said 15 million Jews. So there's a consistent pattern of 15 million, or so how can one census say 11, but then in 1949 the World Almanac says 15? That's the official one.
1949.
And also what I'm saying too is it wasn't only Jews. Like, I got educated. There was lots of LGBTQ. I'm sorry if I forgot any other letters. And also lots of Christians were unalived. So that's all I'm saying.
Okay, so first of all, the World Almanac is not the official census record for the European countries. The official census records would be the official census records. Like, I don't know how you can misunderstand that. That is just
the number one. I got you. It's the number one trusted. Hold on. What's the number one trusted source for global statistics?
Statistics.
Yeah, my bad. English not my first
Yeah,
language.
so El Predictor, look at the World Almanac and see where they get their data from. I bet you it's the census.
Okay, but in 1949, it's official that there was. Am I wrong?
Did I just go through the evidence with you? Do we want to put,
how much Jews were there in 1949?
Without you citing almanacs when I'm citing real evidence?
So how much Jews were in 1949?
No, that's not the question. The question is, what are the?
But I want to ask that question. How much Jews were in 1949?
What are the proofs of the 6 million? And I just went through that with you. I went through the soldiers' accounts, liberated the camps. I went through the Nuremberg trials and the Holocaust Museum, and you're still
those same museums,
down on the numbers.
yes, because those same museums denied a genocide of Palestine.
Fact.
Yes, because those museums denied a genocide of Palestine.
What?
Those same museums, those same sources you just gave me, they denied the genocide of Palestine. So why am I going to just trust these people?
The Nuremberg trials. The Nuremberg trials.
These people in DC that you keep bringing up.
Palestine. What are you?
Yeah, they denied the genocide of Palestine.
That doesn't discredit the even if what you said was true. It doesn't.
You guys are
deny
speechless
the
after I say that. I'm bad at debates. It's like crazy, man.
No,
yeah, you are. You can say that.
You're extremely bad at this.
So, hey, I have a question. Can you show me where? Can you show me where the Holocaust Museum and the people that designed the Holocaust Museum in Washington, D.C. deny the Palestinian genocide?
I like that question. That's a good one. And the Nuremberg trials.
From a reputable source. Not a Twitter post, but like, you know.
I'd be interested.
I'm going to sell you the Brooklyn Bridge.
I have a question for Predicto. If he's denying a genocide in Palestine, have you gone on TikTok and seen some of the live streams?
No. He's not denying a genocide in Palestine. That's the only genocide he believes that ever happened, I think.
He's claiming.
That's not true. There was way more genocides. And I'm being educated about all of them. It's especially the Armenian one.
Predictor, where's the source?
I came back to just correct her. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah,
God, this guy. Oh my
Jeez.
You don't need the World Almanac when you can look at country census numbers, like historical census numbers. So, the last census before the world wars in Poland was in 1931, and they estimated roughly about 3 to 3.3 million Jews. In Germany, it looks like they did a census in 1933, and it shows approximately 525,000 Jews.
I feel like this El Predictor guy. I feel like this.
Would you stop? You want to let Ella finish? Hey, stop.
And I'm not gonna I could go for a while, but the Soviet Union, the last few census numbers I see 1926, 1937, and they showed roughly 2.5 to 3 million Jews. And you can go on for a while like that. I'm sure I could find Belgium and the Netherlands and stuff like that too. But I'm just saying, like, these aren't just like, the World Almanac, a book I can get off of Amazon. Like, these are actual official census numbers pulled by the countries themselves. That's why I say the census backs up the fact that before the war there were like close to 17 million Jews, and after the war they only counted roughly 11 million, and so the difference would be 6 million. Like, that's where we're going for, right?
That's the number I've learned my whole life. That's the number, 6 billion.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if maybe he's only pulling the information from Germany, and that's where he got misconstrued, like, along the way. I'm not sure.
But I feel like if he's the kind of person that would be like, well, if the Polish government now is not speaking out against Palestine, then somehow he can't trust the census from the 30s. Like it's just like insane. Like whatever people's take is in modern times doesn't change the facts and the fact that the census was done accurately. And it's just crazy to try to demand that if certain groups of people are in denial of an event, a current event, that somehow that debunks all the data that has been proven to be true.
Hi, Hale.
What's up? You guys talking about the Red Cross?
No, I'm not sure
That's
where
where
this
the-
conversation
that's-
That's where a lot of that came from. Remember we were having that argument, that debate, Mojo? And whoever was up here talking about the numbers of the Holocaust was citing the Red Cross. Remember that one?
Yes, I do remember.
Or Humble. I can't remember which one first brought it up.
I mean, I think this all stemmed, though, like originally, this conversation stemmed from the fact that he said that Trump was Jewish, correct?
That's kind of true.
Yeah, we kind of got derailed when he brought up about that. I forget who he said claimed that Trump was Jewish and Ivanka is now Jewish because she converted because of Kushner.
Right.
That is.
That's what I.
Where are you at?
I think that's their cudgel. That's their whole thing. Like, oh, because Ivanka converted, that makes Donald Trump, like it's just a crutch that they use somehow.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
No, he said he was.
But what is the relevance of
serious.
it? But why hyper focus on that? Like, what difference does that make, right?
And that's what I was saying is that they like to say that because that
I have
puts
my
them
sources
somehow
here.
of a moral high ground.
This is crazy. If anything, I wish Mr. Mojo will be like, stop talking about this, because when I look this up, it's crazy that it's like I'm being educated even more about it. So I got you. So the thing is called Yad Vashem. That's one of the strong institutes of America with Israel. And all the museums you just gave me, which you brought up, all of these institutions are funded by people from Israel, and there's agendas. I actually have over 5 museums of Holocaust from Illinois to Los Angeles to I forget where else, where they make a statement denying the genocide of Gaza. So I have these sources for you as well.
Well, but
Are you in the Discord? Because I would love for you to put them in there.
These are all U.S. Institute Holocaust museums.
But they are Jewish institutions, right? And you do understand that Israel
I could care less
is the
if they're
one
Jews.
committing. So it would but I'm saying, like, if you mention Yad Vashem, like specifically,
You know what that is, right?
Yes, I understand
Why?
what that is. I'm sorry.
Why do you know what
I'm
that
just
is?
saying because I'm educated. I don't know. I just know.
Okay.
What a strange question.
All about, like, my bad for knowing things.
That's a fair
Wow.
enough.
No, I just wanted to know how you know it.
There went the
That's
deep
fair
state.
enough.
So yeah, Tennis Love, if you can respond to that, I have
Respond to
all my
what?
sources here.
Happy to respond to. What do you want me to respond to?
So you didn't listen. That's very convenient.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry. I'm putting my makeup on. I'm starting to get out of this house. I'm going to get off this live. So excuse me for not being on point with your question. But now I remember.
No, I'm joking. I'm just being sassy.
Okay.
I'm bored, to be honest.
So
and
you
also, I'm kind
said
of sad. It's
because you
very
said the Jewish
depressing
museum.
looking into this.
Okay. You said the Jewish museums are denying the numbers of the genocide in Palestine, correct?
The museums that you brought up are institutes
I
in the
didn't bring
United
up
States.
what museum specifically did I bring up that
You
are
even brought up the
denying?
one in DC. You brought up the one in DC.
I did, and so did they deny the numbers?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a source for
they
that?
did. No.
Do
They
you have a
denied
source
the
for
genocide.
that?
No, they denied the genocide of Palestine.
Okay,
That's what.
so
That's my
can
claim.
you?
So how am I supposed to
All right,
trust these people?
so
Wait,
I'd
can I
like to
finish,
see.
please? How am I supposed to trust these people who deny a genocide of Palestinians who I saw in 4K? I see Gaza now. Why am I supposed to believe the numbers of what they say about the Holocaust, but they denied the genocide of Palestine? The same
Okay,
ones.
so first of all, I would say to you, I would like to see that denial. And second of all, I would say the numbers about the Holocaust were distilled long ago in history. Long ago. So whatever or whomever is issuing any denials, I'm not taking that anything more than face value or any value. Those numbers are distilled, and we've already cited the evidence. So you don't believe those numbers. And if you don't believe, go ahead.
No, I'm so sorry to interrupt, Dennis. I wanted to back you up. I just went and looked for the U.S., like Holocaust museums specifically, and none of them have officially declared that a genocide is occurring in Gaza, but they're also not officially saying that there's no genocide.
That's disgusting.
No, hold on. The museums are avoiding making any legal determinations about ongoing conflicts. Instead, they are focusing on explaining the legal definitions of genocide, and they're monitoring the risk of mass atrocities. So they are just like any other organizations out there. They're not quiet about it either. They're keeping an eye on it. They're speaking the truth, but they're just not calling it, they're just not using the genocide word specifically because it is an ongoing conflict. And you know, I
think they will use it if it was Jews.
Stop.
As an official institution, I sort of feel like that is a respectable place to hold because, like Tennis said, the numbers haven't quite been distilled yet, and this is a very long, ongoing conflict. So, I think that it is okay for them to hold like an unofficial position rather than an official position until there's more clarity.
Are you
okay?
Jew? Are you a Jew?
I was just a minute, Bell producer. I just want to clarify because Ella was we were together. What I said specifically was that the numbers for the Holocaust are in fact distilled. They are distilled in history. They've been investigated. They have been enumerated. They have been cataloged. There are
we can question it.
Stop. There is the Nuremberg trials. There are the soldiers' accounts who freed the camps. So don't tell me about the numbers. Now, when Holocaust museums or the Holocaust Museum on the National Mall does not say that there is a genocide, that's respectable because they're not saying that there's not. There's a big difference. If the Holocaust Museum issued a statement that said there's no genocide going on, that's a different story than them saying that there is, or they have not taken a stand, as Ella said. But I'm not going to stand off the fact that those numbers are distilled in history. Wait.
You got to let him respond.
Can I say something?
I'll make it quick.
Dude, you can't have three people talking and then him talk. He's the only opposition.
Yeah, and I wanted to already address Ella, but I forgot already. But Tennis, so I'm gonna bring it back to your original. You said bring you a source of DC making it, and I think now you're kind of wording it like, okay, so it doesn't matter if these museums are denying it. It's like it's way more than that. These institutes are backed up by the US HHM, and especially the DC one. I have a source for it. The DC one mirrors what the US policy says. Right? So you can maybe start blaming the U.S. policy, whatever. Maybe that's a good way to blame it. But I think these Holocaust museums need to take some accountability. But for me, these U.S. HHM institutes, like the D.C. one, they mirror the U.S. policy, and they say there's no genocide of Palestinians and that they're investigating, just like you're saying. These are facts. There's no genocide of Palestine.
What policy are you speaking to specifically?
What?
What policy are you speaking to specifically that is saying that there is not a genocide? You said
US HHM, which is the strongest institute and the only one that backs up. It's the government backing up these Holocaust.
Can you spell that out for me?
US HHM.
What does HHM stand for, people?
Anyone? You guys, you young people, you talk in these like anagrams a lot, and as a Gen X person, I don't always follow them.
So it stands for the United States Holocaust
What is this, bro?
Memorial Museum.
This makes young people even want to look into it. To be honest, this is
my question, and I'll drop but so if a museum is dedicated, and that's fine, it's backed by the government and our tax dollars, right? And it is dedicated specifically to the Holocaust Museum. What is the relevance of a genocide that's currently going on that you specifically want them to acknowledge it, but they specifically said that we are going to give you information in regards to a prior genocide? Like, make that, where is that?
Because it's obvious there's a
You cut out.
How are they not going to lie to us about the Holocaust numbers?
You're the one that's saying they're lying to us, but I really feel like you're only pulling numbers from one country when there were multiple countries that were included in the Holocaust.
He's saying if they're willing to follow state propaganda of the U.S. and lie or deny the G-side over there, then they are not trustworthy.
Hey, Predictor. So I did a little bit more digging on the Holocaust Museum. So the Holocaust Museum has to take the stance of the U.S. governance, which the U.S. governance right now states that there is no genocide happening in Gaza.
What's the U.S. governance stance on the amount of unalivements to Jews in World War II?
6 million.
Huh. So that argument kind of turned around on you there, didn't it?
I want to.
So, what do you mean? Predictor is saying that there's not 6 million?
I'm saying you kind of just backed his argument there by bringing that up in the first place. How so?
No, his argument was that there were no 6 million Jews unalived.
I know.
And we are telling them that there were.
I understand that. I'm saying what she just said is backing that argument. No one here would deny that there is a G-side in that area in the Middle East right now, right? Yet our state forces these institutions to hold their position, and their position right now is ambivalent or, denying it essentially.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Claim.
He's just better at this.
If they are doing that, then what's the U.S.'s official position on Jewish death in World War II?
I think it's different when you're speaking about an ongoing conflict. I would assume that most official institutions will keep a middle ground at this point until the conflict is over or there's more clarity. And that is true for most corporate organizations, for most government institutions. Like, that's just the way it is for an ongoing conflict. You cannot necessarily compare that to the stance they would have over.
But they confirmed the genocide.
Like Tennis so eloquently said, of which the numbers have already been distilled.
But they confirmed the genocide. It's only us.
You think in 10 years the U.S. will recognize that there was a G-side in Gaza?
I hope it will be much sooner, because I think that there is a G-side in Gaza right now. What I'm seeing is, I've worked in corporate for too long. I understand the bending that they do in order to not have to take an official stance on an ongoing conflict. That's just the way it is. And for us to change that is going to be very difficult. I would like to change it. I'm not saying that I agree with the stance. I'm saying that that is the stance. And that's
why. No, I hear you, but even if I was to grant that, which I don't I don't think the U.S. is going to recognize that in 10 years. But even if they did, you're still just acknowledging that these places are just beholden to the U.S. government opinion on these things, and it's like,
one of them is and one of them is not.
Do you believe the U.S. government on all its opinions? Like, this is like a terrible appeal to.
this was about museums, and the three main museums that our predictor brought up was one in Israel, one and two here, and one of those is beholden to U.S. governance, but the other one is not. So it is just
the other one
I
in
mean,
Israel?
it depends. No. The two here in the U.S.
One
One
in
of
the
them
US.
is beholden to U.S. governance, and the other one is not, as far as I can tell. So there's two. There's the U.S. Holocaust. Let me make sure I see this correctly.
I don't need the name, but let's say the one that isn't beholden to the U.S. does say there's a G side, while the other one still doesn't for years.
What does that matter? So our predictor's argument was that is enough cause for us to question how many Jews were unalived. And I'm saying no, it is not, because census, the actual official country census, backs up the numbers for the Holocaust.
We don't have any records to back up G-side, and listen, I hear you're saying it's ongoing.
That's an ongoing conflict.
Right.
I don't know.
I know. This is why I just posed the question to you of, hey, when this is over, or it's
I'm not
turned
the
down
government.
a lot.
I don't know. I can't answer that
I'm
question.
not asking you about the government. I'm saying if the one that is not beholden to the government does recognize this, and the one that is doesn't, which one is right?
What do you mean? In my mind, there is a genocide there. So, I'm just saying that what our predictor is bringing up, the claim about these museums, and then trying to pull that through to the numbers about the Holocaust, is just not a genuine
Sure.
stance.
My question should have been, would you still trust the U.S. on its claims?
It's not about whether I trust the museums or not. I trust the census, and the census proved that 6 million Jews were unalived, and that was the point.
Why are museums are backed up by U.S. Congress. But the museums are backed up by U.S. Congress.
Predictor, you cannot. God, I don't even know how to say this. You cannot fudge the numbers, essentially, when it comes to the census. And so if we were to try to do that, wouldn't you think it would look suspicious?
You can very easily fudge the numbers in World War II for anything.
Not when it comes to the census.
Yeah, I don't even trust the census in the United States right now.
So,
you're gonna say there's zero fraud on that?
So if they fudge the numbers for the U.S.
Or you're gonna say there's zero fraud on the U.S. census?
You gotta stop, predictor.
Then the census numbers in 2020 were fudged.
Yeah.
And we actually don't have that many illegal immigrants in here.
No, that's not what I'm...
Predictor, I gotta tell you this. You gotta stop repeating yourself just to fucking interrupt somebody. Don't do that.
I don't know why you're taking this to 2020. For one, I would say those numbers could also be fudged, but to a lesser extent. I'm saying at this period in history and the deadliest war ever, it's when census records are not as accurate, and you definitely can fudge numbers, especially when a lot of these records are just estimated populations. You guys don't have 6 million names. Everyone knows that, right?
Well, you would never have names on a census, but I also tend to agree that the census can both be fudged and be wrong and be inadequate.
I mean, if you look at the Soviet unalivement count, I'm pretty sure it'll still say it'll have a margin of error of 5 million. And it's it's not because they were purposely trying to fudge the unalivements that the Soviet Union experienced. It's just because so many people unalived, and they did not have records. These people didn't even have birth certificates. They were just throwing people. They don't know the civilian, losses in certain places, and they just can't measure it extremely to the T accurate. Just because of the time.
There's always a margin for error.
Well, my point is a margin of error of 5 million is a big deal, right?
Oh, so your margin of error with
It was not an error.
Okay.
Sorry,
so
Dennis.
no, you go ahead, Ella. You go.
No, go. I'm just getting angry, so it's better if you speak.
Well, I mean, there's
debunked
always
this guy
a big
the last
massive
time he came
margin of error. Have we seen the comment?
What is going on?
China
Stop.
back in
Who are
the
you?
1950s?
Stop.
Hold on.
You just
Hold on one
started.
second,
No,
man.
fuck off. Just shut up.
Hold on.
No, Tennis was talking. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hold on, man.
Just
Like,
shut
damn,
up.
bro.
You
I
can
didn't
boot
know
him.
Damn.
That's actually hilarious, Mojo.
This guy Hall, we went. You had no proof of your position, but you've taken this position that because when it comes to your position is because when it comes to casualties in war or any such thing, and I think you were relying on the Red Cross, that somehow that meant that the extraordinary efforts. I'm going to go out pretty soon. That the counting and the measurements and the statistics that were taken with respect to the Holocaust were somehow inaccurate. That was your only claim. You had no other proof.
I think he left, ma'am.
Predictor left. I walked away too.
It's just so tiresome to have to, I don't know, defend such an atrocious thing that happened in history. I don't, and then try and put me into a corner as if I'm like with the U.S. government and denying that there is a genocide in Gaza. Like it feels all very icky and it's unnecessary.
Yeah, it's a pointless. I mean, it's a pointless discussion. There's no reason to even have the discussion. You're not accomplishing anything.
Oh, I do feel arguing the numbers is pointless. I think talking about the outrage of talking about the numbers isn't pointless, though.
Really?
For sure, yeah. When you have a narrative and a motive, essentially just a rhetoric piece that has been used to justify or deny certain actions, and it's pretty much like a golden Willy Wonka ticket to everything for the past 80 years. It is kind of like, hey, why is this shit so important? Like, there's
So you're saying you don't. You're saying you don't want to have to. You don't want to have to defend the 6 million number when you talk to Jewish people. Is that what you're telling me?
To defend the 6 million number?
Yeah. You don't want to have to argue against the 6 million number when you're talking to a Jewish person.
I just don't think it's important. Like, I think millions unalived.
It's important. Yeah, it's important. Sorry.
But what I'm saying in a relative scale. I'm not saying millions of people unaliving isn't important. I'm saying it's the level that it has been brought to of importance compared to other atrocities has specifically been for political motive, and that does need to be called out.
Why?
And unfortunately,
why does it need to be called out?
Because it's directly used to push Jewish power.
There you go. See, you just don't want to have to argue against it.
I don't need to argue against it.
Then just let it go. Then just let it go. Then just let it go.
I don't care to argue the numbers.
But you're doing the same thing, but the other way around, right? Like, you believe that it's explicitly used to further, like, Jewish or Israeli power, but then you're doing the same thing. You're using the indifference or the inaccuracy of the number in order to further your political point.
No, I'm saying
against the
that
Jews.
you guys didn't. Maybe you misunderstood me.
I
in
don't
the
think
very
anybody
beginning, I
misunderstood you.
said it is bad to argue the numbers, and me personally, I don't really care. I think millions died. If you want to like argue over 2 million to me, that's not going to like change my opinion on it being a moral atrocity. So like, I don't really care that much on the specific number. I think millions died. I think it was really bad. Kind of end of story for me. But I'm saying that it is used to push a political narrative, and that does matter.
So, Hale, are you? Let me see if I'm understanding you correctly. You're
mhm.
essentially saying that we don't need to argue the number because it doesn't matter. It was an atrocity, no matter the specific number. But you don't like that they use that as the justification for doing their fuck shit now.
Well, it's not just their fuck shit now, it's their fuck shit since
Well,
World War II.
throughout
But yeah.
history since then.
Yeah, they've used it as a cudgel that can get them anything they want, and anytime they face any criticism, well, now you're seeing blue square ads with a 90-year-old Holocaust survivor on your TikTok feed. Because Zionism's being criticized or some shit like that. Or Jewish power in America is being criticized. And you can't do that because... And it's not just used for that. Like, it has been used historically for just any... The Jews recognized one thing, okay? They looked at their history. They're very smart people, okay? And they said, what are the top threats to us ever? Okay. One is going to be the Vatican. That's like number one. And then two is going to be H-Man. Okay. And what is H-Man? H-Man is a white nationalist, white supremacist, right? So we're going to try and harm the power of the Vatican, and we're also going to try and harm the ability for states to even be able to be in a position to be, nationalist or have any kind of ethnic nationalism, especially white people, because we've interacted with them the most. So yeah, they've used it historically. Hey, back in 2016, when Trump was running on just isolationist kind of nationalist rhetoric, they said he's literally H-Man. It's like, this kind of rhetoric is used, and it's like, ma'am, this is a Wendy's. This is a Republican candidate from New York with billionaire Jewish friends. He's not H-Man. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? But they used that against him because he gave nationalist vibes, right? And that's what they fear, because that's the only thing that can defeat them. Liberalism can't defeat them. That's like their ultimate thing.
We usually try to keep our talking points like 45 seconds or below or something like that.
I monologue, but yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. I think the masses are screaming, so I figured I'd let you know.
Well, they hate me, so it's like they can cry about it or something. I don't,
Hey,
they can, or I can just remove you too.
Yeah,
you're gonna be an asshole about it.
I don't think I'm being an asshole.
I don't care what you think at this point.
Okay.
Hey, Art, are you here with us? I see you have
a
bars.
good day then. God bless you.
Oh, he dropped himself, or did you kick him?
No, he dropped himself.
Oh.
Okay.
I got a little butthurt. It's fine.
Well,
don't complain that we don't have anyone to talk to then.
He wants to challenge me, that's fine. I don't know what to tell you. He doesn't ever have to come back. I don't really care at this point.
Donovan said in the comments, so I'm guessing he's in the queue for you, Mojo.
Tell you what, I don't know how anyone could be so dramatic and so banal at the same time.
I don't know if we ever introduced Art of Warfare to the panel, to be honest.
Was this the guy that just came in and started talking?
Yeah, I did. Because you guys were yapping for so long. I didn't think I'd be up here for too long, but I'm cool now.
Can you give us your age, state, and perhaps who you voted for, please?
Perhaps who I voted for. Okay. Yeah, I'm 20. I am in the state of California, and I voted on the primary for what's his name, Kennedy. But I don't support the man's anymore. So that's a little bit of info for me.
You don't support the what?
The man.
The man. Who's the man?
Robert Kennedy.
What? You said you voted in the primary for Kennedy. Who'd you vote for in the general?
Yeah. I didn't vote because I didn't get my candidate, I guess you could say. I didn't like both of them at the time. Probably would have voted for Harris now, but yeah, that was my mindset at the time.
So you're more liberal leaning?
I guess you could say that, yeah. I'm a libertarian, I guess you could say.
Oh, interesting. Mojo, since he didn't vote in the primary, do you still remove people that didn't vote? I don't know if that has changed.
No, it doesn't matter. I don't care about that as long as he's like normal.
Yeah, I figure I'm pretty normal. Appreciate it.
I don't know that you are, but
we'll see.
Well, I've actually never heard of a libertarian saying that they would vote liberal. Libertarians generally vote conservative, Republican.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. I don't like Donald Trump for multiple reasons. Destroying free market, I think that's a big thing that's been on my mind. So,
how is he destroying free markets?
By his tariffs, attacking Iran, things of that nature, where he's not making, a free market. He's destroying the market. He's doing inside trading. I could go on and on.
I don't know that any of those will destroy the free market.
Actually, it is. Like, universal tariffs, is that not hurting our free market? Like, come on, man.
Those are protectionist policies for our...
That's not a free market, though.
Okay. Well, you just sound like you're being a little dramatic, that's all.
No, I heavily believe in the free market. I believe in individual freedoms, and when you destroy the free market, you're destroying autonomy within the economic system.
Interesting. Free markets. So, you're a free market absolutist, then?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay, so... how do you feel about the EPA? Are they destroying free markets?
Not a fan. No, I'm not a fan of them.
Go ahead and get him, blue team.
Okay.
I don't know what you're looking for.
Well, I mean, it was a perfect example. I set it up, he knocked it down. I mean, obviously the EPA would be an impediment to the free market. I'm not going to be as dramatic in him and say the EPA is destroying free markets. But he's not a fan of the EPA. Why? All right, here, I'll play blue team for a minute. How would the EPA be destroying free markets?
I mean, I would say like they're hurting like how one might conduct themselves as far as within the markets and stuff. Like there's a lot of regulation that comes with it. So, that's one of the reasons.
Regulation. That's the reason.
Certain like there's regulations. Like I'm one to support social pressures onto another person. I'm not so much a fan on like the government intervening in a lot of things. So like, you know, like if they're doing something bad to the environment, right? Like, you know, I have no problems with people calling that out, right?
But you don't want it to be stopped? Somebody can call it out, but you don't care if it's stopped or not?
Well, I think that through social pressures, eventually something will change.
Really? Like, I don't know, like when the rivers catch on fire and still nothing is done and we have to introduce legislation?
I mean, with that, like, if you're that irresponsible, right? Like, at that point, there would be so much social pressure onto that company or person that they would have to change.
There wasn't, though.
Well, I mean, obviously there was if they changed, right?
No, it was the government that forced them to change. It was regulation.
And who pressured the government to do such?
Nobody. The fucking burning river did.
So you're saying there was no protest at all? Like people just, you know, it burned down.
I'm confused a little here. So you think that somebody bitching about something that a corporation is going to do, that a corporation is doing, is going to somehow get the corporation to say, "Oh, sorry, we'll go ahead and change."
No, I'm saying that there's going to be so much social pressure from not just the individual, but from massive groups of people that they have to inevitably change.
Why? Why would they have to change? Let's say they're an intermediary production market, meaning they add inputs to other production facilities. So say they, I don't know, sew and dye cloth for sales for sailboats. So they just sew and dye it, or they just dye it. I'm sorry, they just dye it, and then it gets sent to another factory where they actually turn it into a sail. So that dye ends up getting dumped in the river, and the dye is toxic and flammable, and ends up catching the river on fire. Do you think that there's going to be enough social pressure against this dye company to make them change their ways?
Are you saying that the company left, or
I didn't say the company left. I said what I said. You didn't hear it?
No, I heard for the most part. Yeah. I would think that they would put social pressure onto them because, you know, you'd be hurting so many people.
Why would they care what the people have to say? They're an intermediary company. They sell their stuff. They sell their stuff to corporations all over the world that make sailboats. They don't sell it to people.
Yeah, no, I would say that they would have to change though, because the social pressure would be, you know, like hurting.
Yeah, but they don't care about what people have to say
with them.
No, they don't, because they sell them all over the world.
I'm just saying that's how I see things. Like they would, like the pressure would not just be on them, but the people who they're doing business with.
You know that's never worked in history, right?
I want to say so. I mean, there's multiple instances, I guess you could say, of boycotting, and some successful, some not.
Really? What was a successful boycott?
I mean, I'd say back in like the 1960s, with I'm trying to remember the specific business, but people were protesting them because of the racial tensions that were going on within it. You know. Segregation, all that sort of thing. I'm trying to remember the company. I can't remember it off the top of my head. I have to remember.
So you have no example?
I'd have to look it up, man.
So what would lead you to this belief if you have no example?
Well, I mean, I'd have to look it up. I've seen it before in the past, but yeah, I got to pull it.
The answer is fashion, Mojo. That's the answer.
There's also a Cancer Alley. I don't know if anyone is aware what that is.
I know.
Cancer Alley? Is anyone aware of what Cancer Alley is down in Louisiana in the bayou?
No.
PPE Paint used to dump the paint into the bayou. They didn't care that people used to fish from the bayou. And so everybody in that alley where the PP used to dump the paint all got cancer except one person. The person who didn't get cancer had a shellfish allergy and would never eat out of the bayou. They didn't care. They continued dumping until regulations were put on where you can dump paint.
Well, listen, I'm not like a, I guess a conservative libertarian, like, you know, with the different social programs and all that sort of things. I'm not necessarily against them. I do believe in responsible use of them, and my goal is to see a reduced number of it, not by, you know, means of the government reducing it, but by people choosing to not rely on it so heavily. So, like, I don't have a problem with certain regulations because we're not at the point. I'm saying that the ideal system would be a libertarian system. That's the goal that we're trying to achieve.
Yeah, but I can give you another example, the opioid crisis, right? Like, nobody had any regulations on how you could prescribe opioids until there was, right? And now we have millions of people addicted because the government didn't act. And it's probably what has led to the fentanyl crisis. Many people are thinking that that is the possibility. And so this like pie in the sky dream that you have in which nobody has to come and regulate and there will be social pressure, that's just not true. And we see that with the two examples that I just gave you. The opioid crisis is actually probably a bigger, better example because Cancer Alley only affected a few people, whereas the O crisis affected almost everybody in every state.
Hey, Mojo. I'm going to drop down. Can you bring Molly up? Good golly, Molly. Please. She's in the request.
I don't see her. Yeah, she might be private.
Yeah, she's private, so Mojo will have to bring her up.
I just looked that up. It shows that it's not just paint. It's like, let me see. There's like 150 petrochemical plants and refineries in that area. They produce plastics, fertilizers, synthetic rubber, and other chemicals. So the pollutants that are the most, I guess, threatening or causing the most issues are benzene, ethylene oxide, chloroprene, formaldehyde, and fine particulate pollution. That sounds incredibly crazy.
Right, and like, you know, if that's something like, obviously as a society that we don't like, right? We have all the right to like organize, you know, unionize against these companies, you know, do certain things and you know, things to not regulate, but I guess like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like set back on those companies. I knew someone was gonna laugh. I knew it was you, Donovan.
Did you notice that? He had to modulate his speech.
Oh my God, I have so much to say. I'm sorry. I'm down in the comments trying to fit in. Hey, thank you. Anyway, if y'all don't know me, my name is Paige. Libertarian Steve took me down. Art. I am from Cancer Alley, right? And it is almost 200 chemicals. Go ahead, look it up, bro. Anyway, so you want to talk about how you feel like you're more libertarian leaning. Please don't teacup. Let me talk to you, okay? And I just want to let you. Okay, so I want to let you know and really understand exactly a lot of libertarians within the area, right? Voting third party thought that they were going to make a difference. But what happened with these EPA restrictions that were lifted under Trump during his first administration were related back to soap. So if you are doing your dishes, your laundry, or cleaning yourself, you are contributing to it, right? Because they are dumping it directly, and this stemmed, like I said, from COVID. They are dumping it directly into our rivers, not just the Mississippi River. We call them downriver plants, right? And it's owned by who? Saudi Chemical, which was Saudi oil that could be tied back to Shell. They actually shut down one of the largest petroleum cleaning plants, right, in order to produce more soap products for the United States. And because of this EPA restrictions being lifted, Who did it hurt ultimately? It hurt the fishermen, the farmers, and where does the majority of the fertilizer in our country come from? Right here in South Louisiana. I can go on and on and on, but if you want to argue about free market, that's exactly who it hurt. It hurt the little man while it helped the corporations. So I'll let you talk, sorry, but I'm pulling up my computer and I have lots and lots of spreadsheets on this for you.
All right. I mean, I do not have a computer, at least to look up.
Okay. Well, I don't have to look up anything. Do you trust me? I'll trust you, right? I would love to educate you on this because it's something that's very close and dear to my heart.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay, yeah, I mean, about that, like, you know, as far as the regulations, I feel as though the regulations can overstep sometimes to certain things, like to the point where it can actually hurt companies and hurt promoting and growth and stuff. But when you have a situation, right, where you have irresponsible companies doing harmful things to the environment, to certain people, right, the question always lays on what should we do as a society, right, to, you know, stop this sort of thing.
Could I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
Okay, and I'm not trying to overspeak you. So do you think that a multi-billion-dollar company like Saudi Oil, I'm so sorry, y'all, it's Flex Friday and I'm crossfaded. So do you think that a multi-billion-dollar company cares about an EPA restriction and a penalty that they would have? Or do you think that a small businessman that has a tire company that is actually in Port Allen, Louisiana, would be more concerned about it?
I mean, yeah, I don't know. It depends, honestly.
Depends. So if I could afford a $500,000 retainer fee, or I can afford a $5,000 retainer fee, who would it affect? I mean, we're talking free market, right? So who is it affecting?
Right. No, I mean, obviously, right, the bigger the corporation, right, it's more likely to affect the smaller man.
Okay, so we've got a $500 billion corporation, and we've got a guy that might have, and this is net worth included, all of his assets, even his personal assets. And I'm putting out EPA monitors at primary schools. Who's it affecting, sir? Is it affecting $500 billion corporation, or is it affecting a 1.8 including personal asset LLC?
Do you know what Molly is trying to do for you right now, Art? Do you know she's
I get.
No, Donovan, I got this today. I'm crossfaded. You know me. Come on now.
Yeah, no.
I mean, if you want to be a libertarian, be a libertarian. Who are you for? You're for the little man, right? Like free enterprise, correct?
I'm for freedom. I'm for freedom and responsibility.
Right, freedom and responsibility. Responsibility for what? Responsibility for your citizens, your neighbors, your community, correct?
For one's actions.
No, you're for selfishness for yourself, right?
And what's wrong with that? Like,
okay,
have you heard of Ayn Rand?
Okay, so because listen, Art, if I'm doing good, right? If I'm doing good as a small business owner myself, right? If I'm doing good, but I pay it forward, and I pay it forward within my community, that's going to help myself, isn't it?
Right. And I'm not saying necessarily to be an absolute, like, you know, dick, right, and be absolutely selfish, but like I think that there's a problem with like an altruistic viewpoint a lot of times, and that one needs to have like a rational self-ego or egoism, right? I don't have a problem with someone being a little bit selfish in that regards.
Corporations aren't people, so hold on. Corporations aren't people, so they don't get to be selfish, right? So I can understand that for the individual, which is what I would think libertarians would be promoting, and liberty of the individual. However, a corporation is not an individual. It is an entity that is hell-bent on profit, meaning it will do anything to get that profit, including harming people because they don't have to pay to properly dump something.
And I just want to piggyback off of that and thank you for just furthering my point, because that's exactly what I'm trying to say here, or make him understand that that's what I'm trying to say. Louisiana is the epitome, right, of definition of the people not receiving the benefits of their land, right? Like, if I believed in Sky Daddy, I would say we were shined upon twice, because we have the oil, the fertile soil, we have the Gulf Coast, we have so many natural resources right here in our little bitty state, right? Which is threefold even what Texas has. And look at the magnitude of Texas. But is it the little people, which would be the true libertarian dream, right? But are we reaping the benefits of any of that? No, absolutely not. Because of people that think that they are libertarians, or think that they worry about, free enterprise or free market, as you would say, when actually it's doing nothing but hurting the little man, because they don't have the money that the corporations have sold their souls to the devil.
So I guess I'll take your word on that. I don't know too much about that situation, so I can't speak too much on it.
I could pull up the information. I wasn't going to pull up. I told you I was going to grab my computer and give you actual data, right? I'm not lying to you about any of this. And I'm not sure exactly who brought up some of the information just a few minutes ago when they looked it up, but I'm telling you,
I want to be clear. He didn't even say anything about Cancer Alley. It was B that
somebody
brought it up.
did, and I'm sorry.
It was B that brought it up.
I'm so sorry. It's just
so you're trying to argue with him even though he didn't bring it up.
I didn't. We were moving from point to point, so like if I didn't answer something, sorry about that. You could repeat it.
What I'm saying is that it kind of, and I'm not trying to like take over the conversation and aspect of it, and I'm not trying to be negative or anything, right? But if you want to talk about libertarianism in regards to it, Louisiana is a prime example as to why it's a selfish thought, right? Because we do have corporate corruption.
There you go. What she's trying to do for you, Art, is show you that in the spirit of good governance, a government that is of the people, by the people, and for the people can come together and write laws for the good of the community. And your objection to, what did you call it, impeding or attempting to destroy the free market is kind of silly.
I'm gonna interrupt for a moment. I know numbers are dwindling, and that's probably because the US game is starting soon. But for the people that are still here, please send your daily heart me, tap a little before you leave or something, give to Mojo or the panel if you like what you're hearing. I will be streaming the USA game in Mojo's Discord in about a half hour, so if anyone feels like coming to watch it, please do so. Mojo, I gotta drop because I would like to take a shower before I stream the game. I'll see you later.
Okay,
it was good seeing you, Ella. I'm so sorry, y'all, if I derailed anything or...
No, you were perfect, Molly, because after he said what he said, I said, get him, blue team, and then you...
Millions of... Yeah, I was about to say, I know which word I use.